जमापुर एक ऐसी जगह है जहाँ स्ट्रेस, टेंशन, लफड़े, झगड़े सारी वीडियो को जमा करते हैं। तो फुकट शॉट मत लो, सिर्फ देते रहो।
शॉट देते सर पे सीधा जमापुर, कराओ टिकट सारी बीटी भेजो जमापुर। कोटी पटेली देना तो भागो यहाँ से दूर, और 10 लेवल पार सीधा सामने से वार सगे ऑफ सारे कार। जमापुर बदले शॉट फुकट चीजों का भी जमापुर। मेरी सोच इन लोगों से पहुंचे ज्यादा दूर, जिसको कल का बहुत पार आज में जी ले तू यार, कर ले यार या तो पार। क्यों करते ही 5 स्टैक सारी वीडी भूल जाते, नुस्ता मचाते भूल जाते, घर के लफड़े जो बता नहीं पाते, खर्चे रोजे बढ़ते जाते, जूते नए लेने हैं पर खुद का कुछ कमा नहीं पाते। मेरे पास सारे खास मेरे हाथ में नहीं क्लास, my dreams नहीं है नींद बस एक काम का बुखार। तुझे चेंज करना कल तो फिर घिस लाला आज, रो मत बीटी लेते टाइम ही ये जो देगा सब जवाब। मेहनत करते रे मत रुकना नहीं तू करना मत सवाल, फले मीठा पर ये सफर उससे बहुत ही लाजवाब। सारे रास्ते बंद तब कर देगा वो कुछ ना कुछ कमाल, फोकट वास्ते देने वाले लोग तो बहुत ही ये जरूरी, ठोकर खाकर ही तू लेगा सबसे लंबी ये उछाल। बस कर दे लाला झर्रे तेरे बाल, स्ट्रेस को तू भाड़ में डाल, खुश रह मिल रहा तेरे को खाने को डाल, रख अच्छे विचार जाना है आखिर में कंधों पे चाल। तो टेंशन का को ले रहा सीधा भेज जिसको किधर को जमापुर, कराओ टिकट सारी बीटी भेजो जमापुर। कोटी पटेली देना तो भागो यहाँ से दूर, और 10 लेवल पार सीधा सामने से वार सगे ऑफ सारे कार। जमापुर बदले शॉट फुकट चीजों का भी जमापुर। मेरी सोच इन लोगों से पहुंचे ज्यादा दूर, जिसको कल का बहुत पार आज में जी ले तू यार, कर ले यार या तो पार। 8 साल का ग्राइंड तब करा शाइन, ट्रेन के खाए तके अबे फ्लाइट एवरी टाइम। टूटा हुआ पीसी पहले लो दे बहुत फ्रेम्स, तभी नहीं गिव अप किया ये पूरा करा मैंने गेम। जितने का था मेरा पीसी अभी उतने का है हेडफोन, नहीं थे नेट के पैसे इंटरनेट पे अब हूँ वेल नोन। घर पे सबको खुशी मिल रहा नहीं चाहिए अननोन है सब, सपने से बड़ा ये सब। गिर गया फिर भी उठ के ट्राई करा बार बार हर बार, रास्ते बनते सारे आंखें नमते मेरे लिया तब राम नाम। रास्ते बनते सारे आंखें नमते मेरे, करना बहुत खाली बच्चन फूक दे रहे, सोच से कल के पर आज ही सोते रहे, सुनते कुछ नहीं खाली बनते बहरे। बोलेंगे अब टाइम नहीं है रील स्वाइप करने में बिजी, कल करते यार आज में वाइब नहीं है, मिलेंगे ऐसे सोचिए बोलने झूठ अपने आप से। तू सिर्फ डर अपने बाप से, बाकी दूर कर दिमाग से, और करा फ्री टिकट किधर को जमापुर, कराओ टिकट सारी बीटी भेजो जमापुर। कोटी पटेली देना तो भागो यहाँ से दूर, और 10 लेवल पार सीधा सामने से वार सगे ऑफ सारे कार। जमापुर बदले शॉट फुकट चीजों का भी जमापुर। मेरी सोच इन लोगों से पहुंचे ज्यादा दूर, जिसको कल का बहुत पार आज में जी ले तू यार, कर ले यार या तो पार।
W streamer in the chat. Can you guys W streamer? W streamer. भाई रिमोट नहीं मिल रहा लाइट का, इतनी डार्क लाइट की हो गई है। ये देखो मैंने ना दोस्तों सब साफ सफाई की है अपने रूम की, ठीक है। तो अभी साफ सफाई के वजह से मैंने साफ सफाई करते टाइम चीजें कहाँ पे रखी वो मुझे याद नहीं, तो उससे अच्छा मैं साफ सफाई करता ही नहीं, क्योंकि साफ सफाई करने की वजह से चीजें यहां वहां पे रख दी है कहीं पे, तो इसकी वजह से अभी मुझे चीजें ही नहीं मिल रही, तो इसलिए मैं साफ सफाई करता ही नहीं हूं, समझ रहे हो। अभी मेरे को ये लाइट की रिमोट नहीं मिल रही, तो अब मैं करूं क्या। इतना बिखरा हुआ था सब, इतना अच्छा लग रहा था, सब मिल रहा था भाई मेरे को, लेकिन अभी मुझे कुछ मिल रहा नहीं है। मिल गया माँ कसम। हा सुबह हो गई मामू, सुबह हो गई। हाँ मैं ये बोल रहा था, वेलकम बैक टू अनदर लाइव स्ट्रीम एवरीवन, होप यू गाइस वेल, होप यू हैविंग अ ब्यूटीफुल वंडरफुल एंड अमेजिंग डे टुडे। योर बॉय इज बैक विद अनदर वॉच पार्टी। स्वागत है आप सभी का व्हाट इज अप गेमिंग वाईटी चैनल्स। आज VLT का एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट गेम है। आज VLT खेलने वाली है अगेंस्ट NAOS। आज VLT अगर हारती है तो कोई दिक्कत की बात नहीं है, क्योंकि VLT ऑलरेडी क्वालिफाई हो चुकी है। लेकिन अगर आज VLT जीतती है, नो वन इन दिस वर्ल्ड कैन स्टॉप VLT फ्रॉम गोइंग टू Ascension। ट्रस्ट मी ऑन दिस। कोई भी आ जाए, कोई भी आ जाए इसके बाद। नाउस मेरे हिसाब से एक बहुत ही स्ट्रांग टीम है VCT Ascension की। मैंने उनका परफॉर्मेंस देखा NS के अगेंस्ट। अभी NS 2-0 जीती है रिडल के अगेंस्ट, तो NS इज ऑलरेडी क्वालिफाइड, आई गेस क्वालिफाई हो गई ना NS तो पैसिफिक के लिए। हाँ VCT पैसिफिक, सॉरी। मेरे को एक चीज बताओ, अभी जो कास्टर्स थे वो लोग ऐसे क्यों बोल रहे थे कि ये NS क्वालिफाई हो गई पैसिफिक के लिए? ऐसे क्यों डायरेक्ट बोल रहे थे? कास्टर्स बोल रहे थे भाई, मैं नहीं बोल रहा। नहीं हुई ना क्वालिफाई, अभी तो कितना बाकी है यार। स्किपर क्या लिख रहे हो? अरे आगासो सुन तो लो। बताओ ना। इज NS क्वालिफाइड? यस दे वॉन 2 मैच शायद, इसलिए। अरे तो VLT भी 2 मैच जीता। नॉट पैसिफिक, प्लेऑफ्स क्वालिफाई हुई, कोई नहीं हुआ अब तक। ऑल राइट। तो प्लेऑफ्स वो लोग क्वालिफाई हो चुके हैं NS वाले। अब देखो NS नाउस के अगेंस्ट हारी, और नाउस ने ऐसा वैसा नहीं हराया। नाउस में बहुत अच्छे प्लेयर्स हैं और वो लोग बहुत अच्छे गेमर्स हैं, जो आज हम लोगों को VLT के अगेंस्ट दिखेंगे। Let's find out what happens, chat. Let's find out what happens. Big game today. VLT versus NAOS. मेरा बफर क्यों हो रहा है? मेरा इंटरनेट, हेलो? My Twitch is not loading. मेरा Twitch क्यों नहीं लोड? हाँ हो गया। 4 मिनट में मैच चालू हो रहा है। 4 मिनट में। टफ गेम है भाई, आज टफ गेम है। लेट्स सी What VLT has been cooking, या ब्रो, क्योंकि आज का गेम बहुत कुछ बताएगा। आज अगर मतलब मैं जेन्युइनली अगर बोलूं ना भाई लोग, जेन्युइनली, तो VLT आज हारेगी, ठीक है ना? What is that in hoodie? ये हुडी, तो ये हुडी का पूछ रहा है मेरे भाई। This hoodie is from Alt F4, altf4.in। इसके ऊपर लिखा है Legend, LEGEND, लेजेंड, और ये डिजाइन किया है मैंने। चेकआउट करो एक्सक्लेमेशन Alt F4 पे। इंडिया वर्सेस ऑस्ट्रेलिया के बारे में क्या कह रहे हो भाई? बहुत वाट लग गई है इंडिया की, मैंने सुना। 50 ओवर का मैच है। अबे 7 विकेट कैसे गिर गए? अरे मेरा रोको, मेरे कोहली 0 पे गया है। अक्षर पटेल 31 मारा है। अरे इतना डेंजर डेप्थ है भाई, और उसमें अक्षर पटेल सबसे ज्यादा रन किया है। भगवान, क्वालिटी देख के 2000 के ऊपर का लग रहा है हर्ष भाई। अरे नहीं, क्वालिटी ऑब्वियसली 3000 रुपए वालों का है, लेकिन ये जो टी शर्ट है, आई मीन ये जो हुडी है, वो आपके लिए, सिर्फ अपने पाव गैंग के लिए मैंने रखी है 1500 के लिए, सिर्फ तुम लोगों के लिए। अगर ये बाहर किसी को बेचता मैं, जो पाव गैंग का पार्ट नहीं है, उसको मैं ये आराम से 3000 में बेचता, लेकिन सिर्फ आपके लिए। लव यू। तो अभी के अभी चेकआउट करिए, चेक आउट दिस हुडी। चेक आउट द हुडी आई एम वेयरिंग। ऑलरेडी डिस्काउंट पे चल रहा है भाई लोग ये, तो डिस्काउंट अगर चले गए तो फिर है ना वांदे हो जाएंगे, तो देख लो। ऑलराइट VLT का ट्वीट क्या है? चैट, मैंने एक चीज देखी कल, हार्बर को रिलीज हुए 3 साल हो चुके हैं। 3 साल हो गया हार्बर आए हुए। आर यू गाइस सीरियस? 3 freaking years, 3 years. 3 years is big. क्या है VLT ने क्या ट्वीट डाला है भाई? कुछ तो अच्छा नहीं दिख रहा है. रज भाई का ट्वीट देगा. कल तेरा एम अच्छा क्यों था हगा से? हेटर्स हजेरी लगाओ चैट में. कौन कौन हेटर है चैट में? आवाज करो एक बारी. हेटर्स एक बारी आवाज करो. Wait, let me drone.
My turn.
Spike down A.
No, dono long.
Enemy remaining.
Only long है. You have drone. You have drone.
Left it. Deploying drone.
Hi. What's up, gang?
Now we are on
What's up,
to
the
next-
haters? You freaking idiots! Where you at? Where you at? फ्लैट लॉबी लिख रहे हैं. जिन्होंने कल की स्ट्रीम देखी है उनको पता है, सब सामने इमोर्टल्स थे. हैं? इमोर्टल वगैरह लॉबी में मारो ऐसा में. इज्जत से रहो. आज के बाद कोई भी मेरे को ए शिशी ए हग्गू ऐसा करके नहीं बुलाएगा. सर क्या बुलाएंगे? सर बुलाएंगे. और टीम्स आ रही है, टीम्स आ रही है. अपने अपने लड़के दिखाओ यार. ये क्या कौन दिखा रहे हैं?
To move from strength to strength here, and we have to focus on NAOS yet to drop a map here in this Ascension.
Oh,
Probably
what?
the most dominant team we've seen so
भाई मैं
far
वही बोल रहा हूँ,
in
ये
this
लोग की टीम
tournament,
बहुत
and I
स्ट्रांग है.
think this
इन
is
लोग ने
going
अब
to
तक
get
एक
exciting.
मैप नहीं हारा है.
Yep, of
तो
course.
उस कैलकुलेशन के
Now,
हिसाब से this game
like what we've,
might be
listened from
a
the
quick
interview
wind up.
before
I'm
from
telling you,
Sam
chat. I'm telling you.
and Ewok is that they've been, you know, they've been
Prompt पूछता है. AI बोलते हो. अरे मम्मा ये
looks like their
haters
form are very solid.
AI से क्लच किया मैंने वो.
It was vibes.
Our boys, India represent.
This
Salute.
tournament, and that's why they're so successful. We also saw him say that this breach neon style of Velocity is going to be easy to beat, and I'm sure Velocity are going to have a lot to say about that. It's worked for them so far in this tournament, so I'm very excited to see it.
साइड पे
once
साइज
again.
चार्ट क्यों नहीं है? सारे
Velocity with the
फोटोज के
Mara and
एंड में है.
Neon.
हुडी के
Man,
एंड में
this
साइज
has
चार्ट
been
है सबके.
electric yesterday, supported by Russ as well as Madeline. This trio created
AI कुछ भी
chaos.
कर
I
सकता
feel
है
like
आजकल. AI
Velocity,
confirmed.
They've been very
ऐसा ना AI था ना, वो AI था. ठीक है चलो चलो वो AI था.
Scanning ahead.
सॉरी सॉरी.
Default plant दे रहा हूँ. Default plant दे रहा हूँ.
One guy is speaking.
80.
Last player standing.
So 80. Not.
One enemy remaining.
ये कौन कह रहा है?
Last shot जो मारा है ना. वो-
AI. AI. ये AI है, ठीक है. अच्छा फिर रुको. ठीक है तो AI जेन्युइन AI क्लिप दिखा दो. रुको. ठीक है ये देखो ये AI क्लिप है अभी. W round in the chat. W round in the chat. What round? मेरे वॉल की वजह से आई नहीं. ये AI क्लिप है. ये एक्चुअली AI क्लिप है. बेशरम चड्डी गरम फ्रिकिंग इडियट्स। इतनी सी भी शर्म नहीं है, इतनी सी भी। सामने वाला इंसान भाई इतना डेंजर खेल रहा है जिसको तुम लोग है ना ऐसा देखते हो, ऐसा छी छी, ऐसा ऐसा इज्जत करते हो मेरी। मैं अच्छा खेल रहा हूं तो कोई अप्रिशिएट नहीं कर रहा है, एआई बोल रहे हो छी।
Will work with that three
Yeah.
players bringing in experience and that three players bringing in
Velocity
firepower. So this is
gaming.
going to
बंद कर दिए।
interesting, of course, especially talking about
Let's freaking
Velocity
go,
gaming,
it's time.
have been relentless this far.
Yeah, I mean, they're really leaning into their own strengths, and it's just working so smoothly for them. Just going back to Russ, this is a player that I know very well, worked with him for a whole year, and from my own personal experience, he has some of the best util and the best comms I've ever seen in my entire time in Valorant. That's what makes him special as a player, and you can see how it bleeds out to the rest of the team and how it informs this incredibly aggressive style.
Let's
But on the
freaking
flip
go.
side, it's
Chat.
NAOS. They play
ये
very
NAOS में
smooth,
ना एक
strong
पिटी नाम का player है, ये देखो, ये
macro
NAOS
games across the
PTC.
board. Look out
ये
for
बिल्ला
their
player है,
powerful
बिल्ला।
double duelist
बहुत
as
मारता है
well,
ये।
especially in this opening match.
बहुत
of
ज्यादा मारता है ये,
Lotus.
बहुत
So
ज्यादा।
I think this is a real clash of titans over in Group Omega.
And I feel like the five
Hi,
players
baby.
of now
हाय,
हाय,
कैसी हो?
बहुत अच्छी हूँ। आप कैसी हो?
मैंने आपको बहुत मिस किया।
क्यों मिस किया?
ऐसी
हाँ,
जी। खाना खा लिया?
खा ही रहा हूँ। अब तो मैच देखते देखते खा सकता हूँ, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है।
ओके।
take that first
आपने खा
lanes,
लिया?
but it
Yes.
can be turned
क्या खाया?
by NAOS by the way they can
Paneer.
make plays in the game.
वाह, हर
Yeah,
रोज
I mean,
पनीर खाते
NAOS
हो।
have insanely cracked individuals. Everybody on the board has had top of games here for them, so it's very scary, especially to try and like attack into. There's no weak sight here because everybody can shoot so sharp. I mean, I think the big thing for this match.
Nah, bro.
We
I
just
feel
saw
chat
Zach
this
say
game
how
is close.
confident they were. That
I
they
mean,
would
this
be
game
over
is not
man
even
to
close.
velocity. He said it was going to be easy because they know how to read this style, and I think it's all going to come to a
कौन बोला था इजी गेम है ये? क्लच भाई रस बोला था?
बोला था, हाँ?
रस बोला था ये गेम इजी होने वाला है।
रस नाओस को, मतलब नाओस को ये किया था, इजी रैंक किया था।
ओह हाँ, मैंने देखा था रैंकिंग में 4th 5th रैंक किया था ना।
हाँ हाँ,
Oh,
उसको बोला बहुत
shit.
इजी है उनके अगेंस्ट खेलना।
ओह शिट।
I think this first
I
match
hope,
is
bro,
gonna
I
be
hope.
the most
I hope the same, I hope the same.
देखो हर्ष
crucial
भाई,
forward in a series.
अगर आज जीतती है VLT,
Going into
तो आपको
Lotus,
confirm
well, we've seen
NSK
हाँ
की
भाई,
जीत
for
है,
real, for real.
confirm।
अगर ये गेम
अब तू
जीत
ही
गई
रहना।
ना, ये गेम अगर जीत गई तो मैं कोरिया कंफर्म। अभी टिकट
आप हाँ, अच्छा बूट कैंप के लिए
नहीं नहीं, उधर मैच जाके देखेंगे, वीएलटी को सपोर्ट करेंगे।
स्पेसिफिक स्टेज में। यस सर,
यस सर, यस सर।
फिर
confirm
वहां
है।
के बाद मास्टर्स भी जाएगी, तब भी जाएंगे
यस
हर एक वेन्यू।
भाई, वीएलटी अगर आ गई ना मार्केट में, ये पेपर एक्स किसको सपोर्ट नहीं, किसी को सपोर्ट नहीं
हम अपनी क्लासिक खरीद के वो लगाएंगे, वो बैनर।
जी। देश को सपोर्ट।
Staff of
They
both
should
of these
support.
rosters. I can tell you from personal experience, you love it when you
अच्छा,
get a
तुम
veto
बताओ,
like this.
G
When you
versus
see what
VLT
your
में किसको
opponent is
support?
bringing on.
जी वर्सेस वीएलटी में
VLT को भाई, देश के प्लेयर।
वीएलटी देश के प्लेयर से बराबर
हाँ।
बराबर।
Russ on that breach, setting up Demara on the Neon, and letting SK Rossi shoot like crazy on that chamber. This is what they're known for.
Yep. Meanwhile, for NAOS, no changes for them as well. With Sun
एक
with
second,
that
क्या?
Neon, of course, and Moyer with that Yoru. We've seen Moyer making plays yesterday for NAOS, like the way he used that operator, or the way
हर्ष भाई
हाँ
9 विकेट गए यार।
हाँ, तुमको पता है क्या, मैं सुबह 6 बजे सो के 9 बजे उठा था, पता है? कोहली की बैटिंग देखूंगा। 10 ही मिनट देख पाया भाई। और कोहली क्या, रोहित भी नहीं देख पाया।
शिट।
फिर सोचा था भाई श्रेयस अय्यर मारेगा, वो भी आउट हो गया, मैं सो गया भाई। फिर
see whether NAOS can continue
Oh shit.
their domination in Group Omega.
पहला game है,
or
पहला game है, warm-up
is it
game
gonna
रहेगा.
be Velocity to once again surprise us and stop NAOS on their feet? Of course.
Is there any
bringing you
chance,
the action
hoodies
from
in
the
3XL or
Komodo.
4XL
Please
नहीं रहे?
take it away.
Nakamoto for me, a long year.
All
of
right, here we
Southeast
go,
Asian
chat.
leagues. I am
It's
very
NAOS
familiar with
versus
NAOS,
VLT.
whereas Velocity for me, it's been a little while
First
between
map.
drinks since I've seen
Lota.
Lightning Fast, SK Rossi get into the server. So, you know, with Coach Godspeed in front,
आज
in
VLT
tow,
को all
I'm very
time
excited
गरम
to see
रहना
what this
पड़ेगा.
team can do, especially with the explosive performance they've
सब लोग
already
danger
had so
player
far in
सामने.
Ascension.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about what they're doing in this area of gameplay as well, right? They've got their own little identity that they're coming through with this breach. And
All
the
right, boys, here we
chamber,
go.
of course, so we're putting a lot of reliance on that. And we're also making sure that you're hitting your shots, because when you're not
VLT
like that, you
on
can get out of
defense.
dodge. And of course, just while we are in this pistol as well, you're not going to see them change things, right? If teams are finding an anti, they've got into playoffs, they want the better seed, they don't need to change anything, but they want to just drill in what they've got here to be very, very comfortable.
This is still going to be a very
Damara
important
mid
battle
push.
as the storylines continue to rattle each
Crazy
other.
Damara.
And already straight down mid.
अकेला
Damara
neon सी पे. The spike's going A.
was spoken about by Morgan and Bella, I believe, how good he was on the neon.
Right.
And now we start to
A
make
5v4
our way
retake,
through.
guys.
So site will be secured by NAOS. A little bit of a late rotation in from Zan.
Stairs के ऊपर
Goes
4
down.
जन.
See what they're going to be able to do in
ये
this
देखो
deficit.
duelist लड़कर. Oh my
Sans
god.
talked a big game
Major
in
के
that
सामने
interview.
4 जन पीक लेने वाले हैं. If he gets one, bro.
Did.
No.
Namo just straight on
W,
towards
W,
the
W,
lines
W,
with Damara already finding that opening. Second in the
Good
round for
recon.
here. Nakia looking
Nice.
to take
Nice.
the position back, but the horn got to
Oh, this guy, bro. The flank guy.
Picking up that additional frag. So Zan, you know, the guy that we've had our eye on so much throughout this competition, he's going to get information for 3-1. Not the second, though. He did play
Only
it
three.
well there. Very, very smart. But SK
What a
Rossi
round,
able
what a
to
round,
deny
what a
Damara
round.
with
Let's
three.
go, let's go. Good
Velocity are
round.
going to open up with the
Good
first
round, good
round
round,
here
good round.
in the final match of the day here on Lotus.
Yeah, that should give them some good confidence on that defensive side as well. It was the pistol round that they did pick up against Full Sense as well. And then the second one, they ultimately closed that map for those that might not have seen that one, 13-7. The reason that I mention it is
Ooh,
because
क्या घूम के दिए लाया ना बंदा है.
now also played Full Sense on
Player
this
है.
very map of Lotus, same composition. But that went to overtime and they won
But
14-12.
frenzy था वो क्या ही करता.
Kind of seeing how they are in the server today, how they fare against each other, because we really have
मैंने सुना
showcased
कोर्टेसिया
so far
सेंटिनल
in
में आ रहा है.
VCT
हाँ, मैंने भी देखा
Final
वो.
final है पता है?
that any team can beat
Ascension.
any team.
No.
So many close games, you know, now
Zan
that
ने
we
बकी
have our
निकाली
top
है.
6 basically settled, it's still been quite a, you know, tough story for the teams that have been eliminated already. Can't say everyone would have expected what we've seen so far.
Clean up,
It's
baby.
a real demolishment coming
Damru
through
gamer.
inside mid. Not really a surprise though, outside of the fact that there's only been 6 points of damage dealt over towards the side of Velocity early on. Very clean, very
Damara का नाम
neat, and
डमरू
6 on
आज
the
से.
drop for Damara already.
I see.
Yeah,
क्या
it's going
से?
to continue with a bit of this destruction to come on through if they want to have a helpful
Book,
hand.
book, book,
making
book.
sure they win this
Shopot.
map cleanly.
Clean.
We are definitely looking for consistency from Damara, consistency from Madeline
Nice
as well. Right?
one.
One of the
Damara
top
day one
performers
से
so
form
far
में
that we
आया,
are
पता है?
seeing
True.
in the whole tournament before
ऐसा
today.
लगता ही नहीं कि वो नया
Up there
दिन
though
खेल रहा है,
is
ऐसा लगता है
Shabby.
वही
डमरू
Right?
का माजा
Second,
डमरू.
Second, essentially,
Damru,
really close towards
Damru.
Shira, who's currently leading everything. So we'll see if he can maybe even take over in today's game.
He was Ewoks player
Marshall.
to watch, I remind you. The battle
Bonus
stage
round.
of Shabby.
Oh, रॉसी के सामने 3 जन पीक.
Okay, Rossi
Oh,
looking to
almost.
try and find a head. But they will not be hunted this time. Has to pull away with the rendezvous.
Damara का
back
ult आ
towards
गया
the site,
है.
and it's a
उसने ए
stalemate
पे
for
और
now.
लिया.
Oh, Tamara does have the ult coming in towards this round. That overdrive could be
Pure
quite
ruler
interesting if he chooses to deploy it.
रॉसी मर गया.
Great opening from Zan.
And
though,
lightning
finding
fast
SK
भी मर
Rossi
गया.
very, very quickly. Now Moja trying to drop lightning fast and will be able to do it for free. He did have that support there from PTC as well. So
ये round गया.
it's a nice round so far from now. 3 members taking the site of C.
Shan का ही
Now this
position बहुत
rotation
अच्छा है.
starts to come in very, very quickly.
अरे
Already
रे,
through
flash आने
waterfall
वाला है.
now. Russ is going to be the first to take point here, trying to drop Zan, but it's a great paranoia. Clean from Nakia. Damara with 1. But that's all
Wait,
it's
wait,
going to
wait,
be
wait.
for him. 7-1
Bonus,
in the
bonus,
score
bonus.
before he is denied. Naos fighting that first.
Yeah,
Bonus
that's a
था।
very clean anti-bonus coming in from them in this one, only dropping this
Arjun, support
single
NAOS को है ना?
player, making sure that they're having the lurk where the lurk is needed,
पता नहीं।
having the full focus on the site control as
ऐसी
well.
situation में
I'd say
कुछ
lurk,
बोलता नहीं
that's
हूँ।
where the double lurk that comes on out, so there's always an opportunity if they're getting a little bit too hot
लेकिन
under the collar over at that
realistically
C
and
site that they're
practically
gonna be able to
and
get on
emotionally
and go
plus
back over
diabolically
those
अगर
eight.
देखा
So,
जाए तो नाउस इजीली ये जीतने वाली है
that round showing something good.
Nice,
Now
nice,
we get to
nice.
see really
Yes,
what
sir.
velocity
मैं भी
have.
क्योंकि वो
यही
लोग
मानता हूँ।
एमर्स है भाई वो लोग एमर्स है रियलिस्टिकली
SK Rossi on the
Rossi with
operator
the op.
at C as
एंड
Mojo already doing a hell of a lot of damage over towards Lightning
भाई, ये
Fast.
मार
2
दिया
points
तो
of
दोनों को।
HP, and he has to shrouded step his way back out as well. In tote with SK Rossi, not looking to drop that operator very, very quickly. We did see Damara take control of Rubble before, but they pulled away completely and rotated to B. A is open.
Oh, Lightning Fast is 2 HP. Javi getting a little bit pressured at the moment.
Good utility though.
नाइस
Seems
क्रॉस
gonna
से
allow him to live
मेजर को
on a
बिठा
little
दिया
while longer.
बट वो लोग को
However,
एक
SK
खाली मिल
Rossi's
गया
found Mojo in the process. And now Zan obviously going to be taking point over towards Breaker.
they're gonna retake from
going
Blink?
To be the one
No, no,
to
no, nice.
try and at least lock into that position, but I think they're going to play it wise. They're going to play the full 5-on-4 in the retake. Smart.
And this is the difference as well, that having a breach available is going to provide, right? Fault line will eventually come back online.
Engine main खेल रहे
The aftershock, these can get
ये PT
you a
मरना
little
चाहिए
bit
नहीं तो ये
tricky
3 मार
in
देगा
three, so they're not playing
3 मार देगा ये 3 मार देगा
Bold from
एक ही
PTC as
मारेगा।
well. He's going to be able to find one. Damara drop, no overdrive in this round, but Russ gets one back. And now
Spike
they're
is for
moving
long.
towards the side. Everyone is very much pulled away. It's going to be a late
Rossi देखो
wrap
अभी भी
potentially
flank के लिए
for
रुका है।
Zan or no. They are going to sort of start to play it from this position a little
That's
bit
a good
distant,
one. Wait, but he
obviously
gets
not exactly
spammed.
planted for them.
Half
Nucky
done.
are able to drop.
No,
Madeline
nice.
does manage to get it to half
Oh
here.
my
Drops a couple
god,
more, and now
beautiful
it's on
round,
the
what a
Nucky. Oh,
round,
will it be?
what
No.
a smoke,
Great
MVP
response here
smoke
from
bro.
Velocity straight into it. 3 alive.
Nice one, nice one,
And
nice
third
one.
round on the board.
Yeah, they're really holding some strong angles
W
in that
smoke,
diffuse
bhai.
scenario as well, right? Getting up that one way makes it a little bit more difficult for anyone looking to just spray and pray on towards the spike.
Yeah,
We've got
yeah,
a little
yeah,
late
yeah.
alert coming in for the retake from SK Rossi on that chamber. Just holding the stairs, making sure there's no tricky business in the beginning stages
Nah,
of
bro.
that post-plant scenario as well. And coming in for the final sit-down and
भाई स्मोक
shutdown.
MVP था ये
Getting out that
वो लोग लेकिन
defuse
इतना
velocity
एम एन हेवी क्यों
to
खेले
hold
समझा
on to
नहीं
this lead,
कॉम्पी
really
माफिक
start to establish
वो ए
some
फाइट
strong
होने वाला है यहाँ पे
confidence now in the new buy of NAOS.
दमारा माइट गॉड
Dan's going to
Oh.
omit himself a rifle to try and pick up the overdrive potentially, but well, Mojo, he's just going to absolutely obliterate Damara to start.
obliteration
We've been talking all weekend so far, Komodo, about how having fun has been such a big moment, and Velocity certainly are, but Damara a little bit too much fun as he's denied straight through the fast lane. Awesome pick from Mojo, especially with Zan only on the Sheriff. Further damage will be dealt.
Eh,
Russ and
अरे
Mojo
मार
go
दिया
1
इनका
for 1.
अच्छा।
Zan picks
3v2
up
आ
another.
गया।
That's going to be a Phantom recoverable as well. PTC not going to be meeting with Lightning Fast just yet, so it's going to be a classic 2 versus 3 on the retake. PTC with a late lurk.
Oh, the luck is crazy भाई वो PTC का PTC को pick off किया ना तो round का possibility है but वो बहुत deep खेल रहा है it is tough to expect him here
commit heavily to this fight, really play on the
oh he picked out nice Zavi
later surprise.
lightning fast ने मार दिया
Zavi taken down as well, so ultimately this is a world where they can get back into this Lightning Fast.
अरे player है यार ये अरे ये LFY player
The
है
damage is dealt, but he forces him away for now. Zan
Smoke डाल देना पड़ता है, दो smoke है, घर लेके जाएगा।
relay bolt to throw
पड़ता है।
onto the spike. And now Lightning Fast trying to creep on in. I don't think he does actually have a couple of dark covers as well. Relay Bolt is a little bit too early. And now Lightning Fast going down. Zan just trying to get all up into the face, and he'll do it with perfection. Great work there from Zan, a 3K, and now as quickly as they drop one, they're straight back with another.
Oh, there's a lot of pressure on Zan to be able to finish off that round as well for them, right? The fact that the first kill comes on towards the fade
Zan
outside of the
पागल ही
door
गले
makes
भाई
it a little bit tricky in the disconnected play from Zan.
भाई उसका वो Free Fire में head connect हुआ ना उधर ही विषय हो गया
Still has 2 thorns, right? Didn't place
player
them
player
at all.
player
Generally, you can have a lot of stalling power in those sort of scenarios. Had he thrown them over towards the breakable door or stairs, could have imported a little
4
bit of
runs on
value,
NAOS
but
now
luckily
they're
enough,
playing
and they're in some safe hands.
VLT is playing A heavy
Now they'll look to tie things up in the
what a flash
little
what a
lesser eye of
recon
Velocity. Spotting out once more that SK Rossi is again at this
no he missed
Oh, this
One
is
guy's
very
side.
awkward. Damara does get one, but with that tour de force, SK Rossi has to connect onto the shots and he's
3-man
denied
flank check.
immediately. Nakia finds the
भाई
first
क्या pull up
onto
किया
SK
यार
Rossi.
Rossi पे
And now this large rotation coming all
That's a
the way
horrific
through
plant.
C long. How
ये एक
quickly
long
can
और CD
Velocity
plant
get
है।
here?
Well, PDC dead. Meant there was no flank watch. They reveal themselves with the door and the prowl up. So you start to get an idea of how much this retake is happening from the mound side as NAOS take full holds control.
रस कितना deep खेल रहा है
This is
उधर.
quite a deep investment. I
He
don't
thinks
know
वो
if
लोग
it's
push
the
किए.
wisest choice for them.
Oh,
They're
the
gonna have
feeder.
to try and wrap around, but it looks like already
Come on,
Russ is
Damara.
already on the distance. And we're talking about
Damara
how
मर
good
गया.
he was, already finding
क्या हो
that
रहा है?
lurk. Nakia,
2v2,
Moja getting
2v2.
a couple more, but it's still a 2-on-2. Zavi, Nakia, what
रस
are
के
you
पास
going to be
ult आ
able to do
जाएगा
in
एक
this
kill में.
position? Lightning
He
fast.
has to get just one.
Creeping on in.
Just
Russ,
one. Nice.
The aftershock just to try and hold them back for a little while longer. He does pick up another, and now into that defuse. Can he hit the shot? Can he connect? He's done
Oh,
well.
time
And Lightning
कम था
Fast will
यार.
have not enough time. Has not been able to live up to his
Time
namesake
कम था.
in
कोई
this
बात नहीं,
one.
कोई
He'll
बात नहीं,
go
कोई बात
down
नहीं.
to
3 all, 3 all, 3
Radiant
all,
as
all
well
good.
as Zawi clutch to come through for the side of NAOS.
That's something you just gotta really adjust
And
for in the middle of this game.
nice
It's
side,
going
nice side,
to
nice
be
side.
that breach utility, right? Because it's not every day that you do see breach still played, especially after
Rossi का game बजा दिया रे.
has kind of all but disappeared.
And this was good as well, bro.
There is the adjustments and the good usage, I will admit, of Russ on the flank on the aftershock as well to try and buy the time, but there's just not enough.
भाई Lightning
time
Fast ने
on
फिर
the
भी मारा
retake
घूम
at
के वो
the
क्या
end.
crazy.
Good usage of the Nightfall, of the drift.
Too many ults
contained
utilized by
everything
NAOS in this
needed.
round. But PTC का ult load हो रहा है ये round
They
में.
will reset the
Attacking
economy
outlaw.
of velocity quite handsomely
In the low
at
buy.
the moment. Unless we get a cheeky thrifty to come on through. We have had our fair share of those over the course of this
Ooh.
tournament.
Ooh,
Connect हुआ shot वो.
good attempt.
नहीं हुआ.
One of those rogue headhunter bullets can do some serious damage. That's always the thing, you know. Chamber,
A पे जा रहे वो लोग.
an interesting agent, can definitely shoot, but without utility, if you can't aim, not exactly the best agent to be doing stuff for you. So
एक shot miss किया Rossi ने.
towards
Can't aim क्या बोल रहा
They're going to
है?
make their way in for free, it would appear here now, but it will be a 5-on-5 retake for Velocity.
Where do they choose to plant? How far deep do they go into the site as well? You got to be careful when this Rolling Thunder and full set of utilities are available. I mean, look how
Damara
much velocity
is
you
out.
have for this.
Damara's going to
भाई
get straight
smoke
in.
में खेल रहे.
Does still have the bucket on towards the
Nice one!
defuse
Big one!
already. Relay
Stick
Volley's
it!
going to slow
Stick
it
it!
down slightly.
Yes!
Hunter's
Yes,
Fury
yes,
on,
done it!
making it awkward. Damara
Yes, done
has not stopped that defuse, and he's found it. There is no way this has just occurred. What a round from Damara.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Look how much utility velocity have to go in towards that retake, and they use the perfect amount. They clear all of the backside.
Bhai,
They
this
set
was
it on.
another round.
The Bucky kind of leads the charge.
Another
in it,
round
but
जहाँ
as
पे
soon as
NAOS
they
streak
switch
खेली ही नहीं.
in this 5 versus 5 to get on it, you look towards the utility that is actually available on the flip side, right? Only Dan died, by the way. That was a 5 versus 4 scenario when that defuse come through.
भाई, this was
Because
the
I
second
look
time
at,
Clutch
again,
में वो लोग
the
aim
point
नहीं
I'm
heavy
wanting
खेल
to
रहे
make.
थे.
For now,
Plant करने के बाद.
there is
हाँ,
no
वही, वही.
destructive utility.
मस्त
There is no way
retake
you're
में
getting
मजा आ
them
गया.
off the spike
Oh,
really
hell
in these
no,
moments
भाई.
unless you have the
Ultimate पर
thorns
है.
pre-placed.
क्या ही utilize किया ना भाई.
Really well recognized and
Hey,
played
bye.
and risked.
रस का अर्थ था, लेकिन जो भरोसा था ना दमारा का, लाइफ में वैसा कोई चाहिए क्लच भाई.
मेरे पे नहीं है,
लव यू दमारा भाई.
मेरे पे नहीं है,
हाँ
मेरे पे नहीं है वैसा भरोसा.
है ना भाई. तुम अगर रहोगे ना साथ में तो मैं स्टिक कर दूंगा.
बस क्या.
यस.
Keep them off Damara.
रॉसी को एसिडिटी हो रही है.
They'll reclaim a bit of control in the lead. They'll bolster up their own little economy to a
डेकर
slight
आया उसको.
degree with it as well.
ऐसा अम्बट वाला
But
डेकर आया,
also
उसका
just
मुंह ऐसा
emits
बना.
a pretty strong buy coming in towards this round and a little bit of a slap towards NAOS as well. They might not want to just fully disconnect themselves in post-plant scenarios. Keep a couple of members on the side itself. Gonna put some good value on the Steel Garden in a round such as this too. Early on in the piece still, as Rubble is full
क्या
contest.
रिवील
approaching.
हुआ भाई लास्ट मोमेंट. अरे
Very quick there
नकट्या
as well. Naki actually
भाई.
managing to find both of them. Damara and Russ taken down immediately. Two very
अभी ये लोग
impactful
tree जा रहे
members.
देखो.
So despite winning that previous round on the
LF.
50, you know, so far
Alone
they've
on the
already lost
side.
2 of these
Ooh,
weapons.
they have mission.
Now looking to do what they can here. Lightning Fast having to take a very aggressive point here. Prowler goes through. That gets the information. Straight onto the shoulder step will be Moja. So Madeline, what can you do here, my
Flawless
friend?
निकाली
Well, the
है
answer
यार,
is nada.
Flawless
SK Rossi
round.
has to just rotate his way back in, but unfortunately only with the Outlaw, I don't think anyone is going to be getting anything for Velocity here.
And Alicia flawless
Fantastic
victory.
Flawless there from NAOS.
As soon as that little late stage is there as well for SK Rossi, it does feel like the round is just already met its demise, right? Just caught off guard. The rest of the team falling on down to the good trades and crossfires
enemy remaining.
and just good
अरे क्लच भाई हैप्पी दिवाली
forward destruction.
Happy Diwali, bro.
हैप्पी दिवाली ब्रो व्हाट्स अप
कल नहीं
He
है
pops the shear.
हमारे मतलब आज से आज पहली आंगुल असती
Right, so bit unlucky in that one for Velocity. Does look like they immediately want to shut
कैसे
that down
खत्म
as
हुआ
well
पता ही
with
नहीं
a,
चला
time out.
ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट होके पुश करते
Don't
टाइम
blame
आउट
ya.
ले लिए वीएलटी ने देखो
Good time for the coach to
डायरेक्ट
sort
टाइम
of
आउट
call it back. Still very early days into this
Direct.
series, 4-4. Couple more rounds before we do switch the sides.
like a VLT guys like the stream we are close to 2
But,
likes
so far it's been pretty
2 million
even.
likes
They've been looking pretty good,
उद्या आहे काय पहिली
Both
अंगुळ
these teams
मला वाटलं आज होती
showing moments of individual brilliance, but I do feel
First
like
wicket
now
गिर भी गई
somewhat steering the ship still in these gun rounds.
ओय चक्का आवाज
A little bit. I mean, you're going to see a lot of these adjustments still and recognize what is working in strength and what your opponents are finding in weakness. Sometimes your own weaknesses that you could try and bait on in as well. To a degree, right? These teams want to get the win. They want to be top of the group as well, right? Considering this is the last match that we'll see for NAOS in the bracket. We've still got that next one for Velocity.
पटेल ही होईल जास्त
मला माहिती नव्हतं की हे लोक एवढं चांगलं एक्झिक्युशन करू शकतात मला वाटलं ह्यांच्यासारखेच करतात.
स्किल्ड आहे तुले
Don't want to reveal too much when you got that safety net of getting in towards playoffs, but you also want to make sure that you are really comfortable. You want to get the victory, of course, get more fans behind you.
Oh man, and just getting that upper bracket final spot, right? You know, not having to be on immediate elimination.
Well,
So-
as long as you're not third seed. First and second
Correct.
seeds get into that upper bracket. Third seed, well, they're going to start a little bit more handicapped.
Look, I'm just so jaded at this point in time, Komodo. If every team isn't taking every single series just as seriously as the other, I think it's
ये
so
क्या है
important
हर्ष
for the
का?
momentum to
मेरा भाई
continue
है।
into playoffs.
Yeah, for sure.
Rossi
another-
behind the door
Steal of a round here is Velocity, though.
प्रेम दादा की
Put the
शादी
red
करवा
nose
रहे हो
on if
क्या
they're
नहीं रे
able
वो बाहर
to
जा रहा
now.
है अरे
Uh-oh.
इको राउंड है वैसे
PTC ready for that to defend Moja's honor. Still two members on towards this site to try and deny, but again, only with the classics.
Bye-bye
and
की
then
merch
SK
पहना है।
Rossi does have the headhunter, but the sheer down towards bottom mid. Zan just waiting to see if he can find it. Don't think the Haunt's going to catch any further information, so they are relatively unchecked for now. PTC is going to be taken down very, very
Oi,
quickly.
Russ
Moja
gets
bagged
two
up
with
in the
his
process. Russ
classic,
gets a
bro.
couple, but it's well cleared towards the back of the site, and I don't think SK Rossi
Come on, Rossi's headhunter.
I mean, you say
6
well
bullets,
cleared.
2
I see
bullets
that as
each head.
A round
Get
which
them.
Now just had no consideration that there was going to be anyone backside. The Haunt doesn't clear backside at all. The Arc Rose doesn't go there. They're just expecting that no one is sitting backside whatsoever. They kind of overlook that. Imagine a different scenario where there's a couple of weapons there, right? Could have actually turned upside down. So now they're making a couple of mistakes, but against the eco here, that will reveal that to them. So they should actually take that as a strength.
भाई रस ने मौजूद मारा
Time to have that little lapse to recognize it.
They seem pretty focused right now. NAOS, not really letting anything sort of get too far ahead of them. It's always an interesting series looking at this one. The eye test says that it should go 3 maps, but you know, NAOS have been playing pretty lights out Valorant throughout the course of the
nice!
competition.
Usse
Now
check
Narcus
नहीं किया
ready to
पीछे।
start. SK Rossi ready for it. So the From the Shadows denied quickly, but Zan
Bro,
obviously
कोई उसका
pushing in the
slow-mo
Nightfall
बना
as
हुआ
well
है।
to force SK Rossi away. So they are
मेरे
going
भाई
to
को
towards the
मारेगा।
side, but it will be at a disadvantage.
मास
Yeah, he was very
मास
ambitious to stick that from the shadows.
अबे मर गया मास
Didn't really get to SK Rossi was around the pillar. Now forward
Oh,
space.
3
in the
man
holes
pushing
once
up
more.
nice Tamara
My God. Tamara
Nice done.
going to be able to be the first to get back in towards it as well. A second kill, but Xavi goes straight in. The IGL continues to be the hero for this team. He's actually not going to get caught by the Nightfall either. So all of a sudden, Moja, Xavi can lock themselves into a decent post plant, even at their disadvantage. Now the overdrive.
क्या बात है 3v1
Madeline does find one here, but
Tiny
Xavi,
fast
oh
TP
God, how long
inside.
can he take this for? It's going to be so awkward. Does get an additional shot, but Madeline sticking that defuse does get off it in the end, but it's another round picked up.
Good
by
round,
Velocity.
good round.
Great
Nice
retake
CD
there,
fight,
obviously
bro.
finding the opening pick, but that was just clean back into the site.
वो लोग उनके टीम थॉन में
Kind of stumbling roll of the
और वो लोग टीम थॉन में ही mess up हो गया
and then you're getting Zan pushed forwards in the holes by himself with no real
अच्छा नहीं टीम थॉन तो इधर था
this whole space you have to do it commandingly just like they did last time, right?
VLT बहुत crazy करी VLT बहुत crazy
sit a
करी
player or two there and allow Velocity to come to you because this breach utility they're already showcasing in the previous series, in previous installments of this map locally. that they're very strong when Russ is able to call around his utility to set up the team.
And he first playing white? Never mind. Damara push कर रहा है.
Marlon does best on these retakes. Now,
मैं VLT के वाइस का नहीं बात कर रहा था. मेरे को लगा उनके वाइस ने उनको ही थॉन किया.
It's exactly what you need from your
Okay,
captain.
flash करने वाला ही है. Omen, and ये open करने वाला है.
Drive to shine. Same for the coaching staff.
Oh, nice trade. Big trade. Damara gets one. And
is there to trade Russ quickly.
Red lead with the cover. And Damara.
Well, my God, Madeline.
नहीं यार कैसे भाई क्या HP है ये?
PTC, oh, never count him out.
2v2.
The
Come on. एक और तो मार ही नहीं सकता ये. मारना ही नहीं चाहिए.
Razor Vines in tow as well. You're talking about him getting them down towards stairs earlier.
He was 1 HP.
Find that dark cover down for now.
It's a big boon that both of the smokers are alive as well, because on 11 HP, PDC needs some assistance from Nakia. Block off an angle or two.
Come on, LF.
You'll be able
They
to work
chopped
a little
it.
bit better, but
They अभी 1
overlook
HP
lightning
फूक मार
fast
से
in its entirety.
I was about to say, he does manage to slip the net for this paranoia. The arc rose is up. He's got to hear the footsteps of SK Rossi.
गंदा लग रहा है.
But
गंदा
what
लग रहा है
angle
ये.
does he check
ये
first?
गंदा.
What does he clear? He's played it forward and he might be able to find two, but no, SK Rossi. It's a body shot, but it's a shot nonetheless. And when PTC's 11 points of HP, a gentle breeze could knock him
Happy
over.
Diwali gameplay.
VLT taking the
6-5.
lead.
Let's
back.
go. Rossi with the shot.
In that moment, isn't he? 11 HP, one shot.
हाँ बनता है. मेरे को भी लगा.
No matter that one kill is lost in that moment, you got the round. More importantly, as Velocity, to keep things interesting, keep things entertaining, to keep this one going, because this is your own map pick, of course, as Velocity, right? You always want to be getting your map pick. You want to shake off any nerves coming onto the stage. That works. This is a different scenario, though, when we look to this Velocity as well, right? How dominant have they been in South Asia this year? Couple of first trophies. One that's not a first, but it's still a top podium.
They've definitely been looking good. And that's the thing, you know, it's a region that
Damara C से पीछे जा रहा है. Oh, nice timing.
So much talent to offer.
Damara वापस रिटर्न आ गया.
You know, solid heads on the shoulders.
Crazy भाई, crazy.
Yeah.
Rossi
PDC
with a good peek. No.
Not available in this last round of the half.
Nice decision to get off that.
But it's going to be
वो
a
double
pretty
peek हो गया था.
favorable retake for Velocity once again.
दो जन heaven hold कर रहे हैं ऊपर चढ़ के.
Thunder once more.
Oh shit, this crossfire is crazy.
Now creeping on in.
Stun, flash, no, nothing. Oh, nice. Nice lightning, fast.
Well, this is beautiful from
Good,
Velocity. Making their way in with Russ getting that kill. The Hunter's Fury, the Rolling Thunder bumps their way through. And now he drops another. A third for Russ.
7-5 half, baby. Let's freaking go. 4K by Russ.
The reason Big Time was talking him up. Russ with a huge round on the breach. Velocity, they'll sit 7-5 in the half on their map selection of Lotus.
Let's
Another
freaking
really
go.
well-coordinated round to come out
Let's
from them. To be honest
freaking
with you,
go.
a couple of wonky shots from NAOS at the end there. That,
What a nice
don't
heaven
get the
take
job
by
done,
Flash
don't
में
get the trades
LF
on
ने
in.
जो मारा है.
You got the isolated kill against PTC. You also kind of question the back of site plant, the heaven attempts to get on through. You're just stuck in some awkward spots to try and defend that spike at the end, not the right plant location. You think for NAOS there. And the 7-5 now have a deficit.
चल लेकिन एक चीज जेन्युइन चीज है भाई. रॉसी का जो चेंबर पिक है ना, वो कोई भी मतलब, और ये स्टेज पे है ना, मेरे हिसाब से रॉसी ही कर सकता है, क्योंकि रॉसी के पास वो जो एक्सपीरियंस है ना, वो एक्सपीरियंस उसकी कॉन्फिडेंस को बूस्ट कर रहा है, जिसके वजह से वो चेंबर खेल पा रहा है मेरे हिसाब से. क्योंकि तुम देख रहे हो एवरी टाइम वो कितना एग्रेसिव एंगल्स लगा रहा है. एवरी टाइम ही स्पीकिंग. भाई क्रेजी वैल्यू है टीम के लिए, वो क्रेजी वैल्यू है. तो वो ईगो पिक्स ले सकता है वो, और वो भी कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ ले सकता है. डेंजर विषय बनता है. किल्स नहीं मिल रहे, पर किल्स नहीं मार नहीं पा रहा है, अच्छा खेलता नहीं है. जस्ट सेइंग, पिछला रिडल ऑर्डर का जो गेम था उसमें एमवीपी था वो. लास्ट मैप टॉप फ्रैगर था. ना भाई, खराब चीज देखने जाए ना तो सब में होती है. ब्लड चैट है ना, मेरे हिसाब से कैलकुलेशन के हिसाब से रॉसी को लेके ना चैट खराब चीज थोड़ा ज्यादा ही देखती है, ऐसा मुझे लगता है, पता नहीं क्यों. ओवर हाइप्ड है इसलिए अभी तो कोई हाइप भी नहीं कर रहा
Back and forth so far
अभी तो कोई हाइप भी नहीं कर रहा अभी पहले जैसे हर एक के चैट में रॉसी भी नहीं चल रहा तो भी क्यों
Oh, when we look at the attacking sides right now, for NAOS, it was a little bit of an equilibrium state like we saw against the Full Sense team. It was 7-5. They had only the 5 on the attacking side as well, but a stronger
VLT on attack.
for velocity.
भाई सैम ने सब कुछ टर्न कर दिया है. And the flash has connected everyone as well.
Able to connect with the opening shot here as the door opens and twists around. Rusto finding a response back. Moja will be able to take a couple of names with SK Rossi and Russ are still alive and kicking. Spike will be recovered, but now my eyes are on PTC, who makes his way through A main in towards lobby. Couple of members still here outside C mound, trying to deny even further.
भाई क्या मारे यार ये लोग.
Such an impressive player.
भाई वो मेजर ने मारा है मेजर मारा है मेजर.
It's a three-peat for him.
भाई वो मेजर ने क्या स्नैप किया ना इंग्लैंड
Has
भाई.
been a nice 3K for the Neon of Zan.
Yeah, good little counterplay towards the pillars pop out from Velocity in that one, but they shouldn't be too worried, right? The 7-5 just means that it would be the tied scoreline if the next round goes to its usual conclusion.
येड़ बग गई भाई इनकी. Utils में येड़ बग गई.
Now, they did also lose the pistol in the second round to Full Sense, right?
हाँ खड़ा ही नहीं रह पाया बनता है.
In the not so close but also close style, and then they got 9 rounds in a row on attack. So it is a definite strong suit for Velocity, but it was also early in the tournament, right? Different stage, different teams.
Oh,
now had the time to do some homework on this one.
Damara pull up कर रहा है. ये push हो रहा है heavy.
Taking some serious scalps so far. Full Sense riddle order. Obviously now Versi.
Damara pushing in.
Who is currently sitting the top of this group.
ठीक है. Eco round है. Eco round है.
Red
All
Force
right.
not too
We got
far
2.
away either.
एक और मिल जाए तो और मजा आ जाएगा.
Here, Velocity. They need to
Zavi
show
on
that
HP है.
their run
But Medlin भी लो है. चलो
is
कोई
not
नहीं.
just a fluke. And I
चलो
don't
पिछला
believe
version
it is
खेल
so
रही है.
far. They have been crushing it.
Oh, absolutely.
Madeline still has the spike for now, but
नर्स नहीं है भाई लोग. ये पिछला इस पे खेल रहे हैं ना वो लोग.
Some earlier things happen.
Both of these teams making some really good decisions, hitting some
Plant
really
मिल
good
जाएगा
shots,
इसको.
looking very well coordinated. Now essentially fighting for the top seed in the second group, right? In Group B.
Plant नहीं मिलेगा I guess.
Maximize what he can in this round, get a couple kills, get the orb, get another one in death, get a little bit closer towards that nightfall.
30 seconds left.
All the way back now. The spike plant would be absolutely
still missed.
brilliant and does get peppered down.
Now उसका Shan Enigma was gaming से भी खेला है. Oh damn.
Obviously now they have to contest with the bonus to see if Velocity can still hold on to this lead.
This is going to be the time to see if Velocity.
Right chat, buy round है. Buy round है. ये round निकालना है कुछ भी करके अपने को. 7-7 हो चुका है. We need this round to keep the lead.
Velocity as well. We do have a lot of emphasis on SK Rossi on this chamber too, right? When you're opting to stretch out of the norm of the usual Sentinels, you need to make sure that your lurks are happening. It's a little bit more prominent on the defensive side, which they were still, you know, they did enough on in my mind for sure. But on this attacking side, be with the team, hit those shots.
ओए आगे पीछे ऊपर नीचे हो गया है. Damara पीछे ट्री पे.
The Neons have completely
Only
blinked
one.
past each
Okay.
other and Zan's going to
Come
be
on,
able to get
Damara.
one off the back.
You have to get one, Damara.
Denied any shrouded step. But Damara obviously on the other side.
Rossi on the lurk.
Now heading his way towards breakable.
Akela outlaw on site. ETP's away.
Fight that fight. Mojo.
Good stun.
Oh, that's bold. Not a good idea to get in there early.
PTC
Just
angle
play the
hold
lead
करके
safe.
रखा है.
And now we're going to see
And
Velocity
outlaw as
set up
well.
on the site as well. Something that now struggled to contain in the post-lane scenario.
Nice! Oh my god, how did he connect
Damara
that?
still actually fighting that kill even after avoiding the fake out
Plant.
and breaking it accordingly. So far, NAOS at a disadvantage here, but look at this walkthrough. Zavi trying to play with fire around the other side of this dark cover. I think he might have been able to find some space. The paranoia, it doesn't quite connect on these remaining players. They are in some decent
double
positioning
peek.
now, but
Oh,
now the
smoke
Raptors
off हो गया
start to
एक.
come in from
No.
NAOS. Damara
Nice.
denying one, Moja getting
क्या
another
बात
back, but
है
that's
यार.
going to be the rest of the volley. Phenomenal round to deny the bonus.
क्या
from
बात
Velocity,
है भाई,
3
क्या बात है.
alive.
Good round, good round,
Now
good round.
will turn into the first gun
Big
round.
kill by Damara on heaven, bro.
The
Big
positioning
kill.
from them in the post plan as well, right? When the paranoia comes over towards drop.
Thank you so much, Silly Potato, for the sponsor. Welcome to the Pow Gang. Silly Potato.
Focus on any of the
Yada
utility,
patata.
but just calling good for the team and what angles they need to hold in this post plan. I was looking towards SK
Good
Rossi.
peek by
and I'm
Rossi,
kinda
bhai.
wondering,
Good
what are you
peek
gonna
by
do if you
Rossi.
do get smoked off, but the rest of his team is enough of a distractor for him to pop out of the smoke and do what he needed to getting that.
Like,
kill.
stream, subscribe if you're new. Check out this hoodie pin message with link है. Legend. वापिस से push.
Sort of moments to go in for a fight, so it's good to see that.
Oh, Zan बहुत close है. He got stunned.
This one, and it's
No.
just no difference here around Rubble, is it?
Stun ने मार दिया
How do
Damara
they get
ने.
away with this, man? Damara and Russ
hello.
have just been playing
Xavi?
such perfect Valorant.
No.
Awesome synergy.
Get
in
him.
unison. But it's Xavi.
नहीं नहीं नहीं. Nice silence. Oh my god. तू भी बल्ला दिया ना भाई ने.
Oh, PTC is
एक
going to be
bullet नहीं
wondering where the
खाई.
hell the rest of his
एक
team
bullet
has
नहीं
gone.
खाई.
All falling
Huge.
outside Rubble.
Huge.
And breakable.
सब
So A site free of charge.
ये राउंड बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट था बे।
Crazy.
ये 10-7 कर सकते हैं आराम से।
भाई उधर दमारा ने स्टन में मारा उसको, शैन को।
हाँ, दोनों ही एंड देते ना।
Early stages in this.
शैन को भी कनेक्ट हुआ था ना?
रस का भी बराबर यूटिल आता है ना
so far away from
True भाई, रस का यूटिल यूजेज बहुत क्रेजी है, ब्रीच पे भी फेड पे भी।
To the heart's content of Velocity, and if you are PTC, because you are so far away, when you hear that it's going to be planted at the A.
Bro, he's not LF. अबे LF बोल रहा हूँ हगासो।
Are you calling for a save? Are you opting for this retake at all?
My ultimate is ready. Cover going out.
He's going to start to make the marathon on over, but again, Mitch, there's just a flash that he'll have. You're doubling up here as Velocity. It's the right play.
Fine his time here, PTC.
Even got the trademark for Rossi.
ये वर्क खाली बसले।
Yeah, just really.
और भाई जिस हिसाब से PTC प्लेयर है, उस हिसाब से ये दोनों को वन टैप दे सकता है। देखते रहो।
I think PTC's actually run out of time completely. Yeah, just wanting to take this weaponry into the next.
इसलिए अपने को वो दिखाना नहीं चाहता।
One of the guys, he goes for the fight. If he doesn't see anything,
इसलिए सेव कर रहा
he
है।
just can't do anything about it, right? So that's why I kind of highlight he's on the complete other side of the map, and he's just going to have to save for it. Velocity, they'll hold on to this lead on their map pick of choice.
Well played. There's been a lot of hype around this roster right now. And obviously, you know,
नहीं,
now
हमारा stun नहीं था।
came in to this competition a little bit of a
भाई
green.
वो stun dodge किया stun डालते-डालते।
Last year in Ascension, it
तो हो
certainly
रहा है।
wasn't the same look. They go international.
कभी lightning fast जब
They pick up
spray
players
stick
like
करता है ना भाई
PTC
बहुत
and
अच्छा
Zan.
decision रहता है पता है।
NAOS have been playing
Eco
phenomenally
round
since.
NAOS का
I guess the same thing could be said
somehow
for Velocity
VLT
inside
अगर ये
their own
राउंड
region.
हारती है ना भाई, मैं बता रहा हूँ, फिर 2-0।
And even over in that Vietnam finals for the SEA playoffs, right? Not the greatest look against Full Sense in that lower 5 final.
दे
Thankfully says
दबा
that
दे
2-0, that Motive dealt them in the upper. So the fact that they're able to turn that around in Ascension, already booked their ticket into the playoffs.
Come on,
So they're
Rossi.
looking, you know,
Rossi के
pretty happy
सामने
with that one,
3 जन
but
पीक
this
लेने
is
वाले
definitely
अभी।
a game that they want to be securing the
नल्ली दिख गई,
highest seed.
फोड़ दिया, दूसरी नल्ली फोड़ दिया। Ah!
Nicely done from SK Rossi there as well. Zan is going to try and get the relay bolt down. It will catch. Very nice. Xavi, if he can drop one here, there could be a potential chance to bring this back. But into Waterfall, he will have to go.
Puppy
PTC
gameplay.
now up nice and close. He did have the soul
भाई थोड़ा
phantom
draw
in
है।
the rounds.
3v2
That has
है।
now been denied. So it's going to be probably a little bit too challenging for these two players now. Xavi low. Zan does have the outlaw. He does have the overdrive though. So maybe if they get a kill, they could try and stick this retake out.
I mean, you got to give it a crack anyway, right? It's an eco round. You've got nothing really to lose in this one. If you use the overdrive, though, and it goes wayward, then that's rough.
Very slow. Very methodic to try and pick out one of these individuals. If they can get the 1v1, maybe there is a simple chance, but now as the information is gathered, they don't want to get baited out about it too much. Madeline goes to seize over the top. He's actually looking the other way, and Zan, unfortunately, has to pull away. Great time, Paranoia.
No.
Okay, maybe there's a chance here. Now that's the overdrive pop. They're going to be moving in lightning fast, and Zan, who is lightning fast himself, the Neon, gets the job done here as NAOS will recover only just. And it's a beautiful round against them with not really a hell of a lot of weaponry. And it all started with Zan finding SK Rossi.
Yeah, he's quick on that one, isn't he? That is the go mark.
Game गया Khelraay
As soon as you get that kill for the
Game
2
गया.
versus 2, you know it's go time. Get that overdrive out. Catch them off guard. Catch them. But they can't move. And in that point in time as well, Xavi just kind of turns into a little bit of a distractor, right? Make them look the other way. Really well done from him.
अच्छी ult थी वे।
नाविद भाई ने 40 rupees दिए।
Come through here.
Thank you, Navid bhai, for the 40 rupees. What's up, Ghoda community representative?
Getting out of his chair, but it looks like he was denied by his headphones in that moment.
Hello, Navid bhai. Thank you for the 40. Freaking 40.
Has changed these players when he started standing up.
Like the stream,
earlier on in
subscribe
Master.
if you're new, gang.
Everyone, dude, I saw someone stand up in round 2. Like, I get the hype and everything.
Oh, it's good,
But we're
man.
standing up just to stand up sometimes, it feels like.
I agree with you.
स्टैंड अप की बात कर रहे हैं. क्या आपको याद है क्लच भाई, ग्रैंड फाइनल्स चल रहा था. स्टैंड अप की बात कर रहे हैं लोग. ग्रैंड फाइनल्स चल रहा था, 11-1 हाफ था शायद.
और स्टैंड अप
और क्रॉनिकल
तब हो गया.
क्रॉनिकल एक राउंड जीतने के बाद नाच रहा था.
इसको पता
Flying
था.
to another region, you know, to play in these finals, to get 2 shots and a chance in Pacific, certainly worth standing up for.
Go, go, go.
For sure. Just trying
For
to remember
sure.
myself back to the old CN region when I was watching it
Kambare.
as well.
Oh.
See if BB put it on the map at Masters.
Heavy 3-man push by NAOS on a Damara getting revealed, bro.
Big round here, and
What a
the fight just beat
reveal.
already. Moja and Zan to start things off.
Khatam. 11-8.
Standing up, for sure. 2 of these individuals that have been relied on heavily throughout
Game
the course
khatam.
of this competition
दमारा
for
ने आउट
NAOS.
खोला था ना.
And now it makes it a little bit more
But
uncomfortable.
वो reveal बहुत
because you look
crazy
at the
था, bro.
financial situation of Velocity bought the wrong stock, clearly.
What do you look to do to get back into this round as Velocity? Because you don't really want things to tie on up, right? You drop the Thrifty, now scores a timeout for
लेकिन
himself.
आपको थोड़ा डिफेंस रहता है.
Follow it on down. Need to see a misstep from NAOS here, perhaps.
काय मारला यार,
My
काय
words.
मारला.
You know, it's just
Aigo.
crazy, like the impact ever since Neon came into the pool.
चापटवला.
You see these individuals that have just been able to play a completely different blend.
भाई
of
सिल्वर की तरह
Valorant.
खेल रहे हैं, रिवील ही नहीं तोड़ रहा कोई. अबे गिरे तेरे सिल्वर जैसा सामने रिवील नहीं रहता उनका. उनके पास लाइनअप होते हैं ऐसे रिवील डालने के जो दिखते नहीं है.
The credits are looking a little bit in the bin right now for Velocity too, right? So to
और वो
save in
रिवील
this
को
2
हाइड
versus
करने के लिए
5,
50
right,
और यूटिल
you
डाले
got
जाते.
them call. You're not going to see too much of a
Silver
hunting
की बात
soon
कर
from
रहा है.
NAOS either, because they're not swimming in cash for days either. So it will look to turn into an equal state.
Man, a 30-second save. How crazy is this compared to the series that we had prior?
Legitimately,
10
I was
seconds
just thinking that as well. You put them on the scales, and you've just got like chaos on one side. And this one, you've got like the moments of chaos, but it is a lot more measured in tempo here.
This is where you start to go podcast.
They had to save this chat because easy 11-8 होने से अच्छा save तो important है ना ये.
Yeah, what in the grass.
Eco round आ जाएगा.
You are truly unk.
Yep.
Man gets a house. Realizes there's things to do.
Well, there's things to do right now for Velocity, that's for sure.
This
If they don't
round
want
is
to be dropping
very
this one,
important.
They're seeing a little bit more on this defensive side.
Very
for NAOS,
important.
Getting dirty in the duels, getting the defusers out in a thrifty variety as well. This is not the way that they thought this half would have
अबे
started.
मैं उल्टा
for
सोच
them.
रहा था 11-8 बोल रहा था.
They
never
drop
mind.
the pistol in the second round.
10-9
things are
easily हो
alright,
जाएगा.
but when they get the 2 themselves, they're thinking it's pretty cool.
And cool is exactly what's going to be needed in warm Bangkok. So the early duel has been pulled away. Moja not interested.
Moja ऑफ
Gonna
पे.
play back from drop.
Rusky ult है. Are they gonna cook
With the
this?
operator,
Yes,
that
they are
door
cooking
is
it.
going to be
But
opening.
Moja
They are
ult नहीं
gonna
होने
be
वाला.
heading in there.
हो गया.
It's going to be very, very challenging to try and clear him here, but instead he pulls away.
पूरा side मिल
Get
गया.
crash out. And the old classic Okamoto, the good old 5 versus 5 on the retake.
I mean, you got the
यार,
Nightfall that
Medlin
Madeline
का-
has to answer back with the one that Xavi is
Nice
preparing.
stun.
Looks like the
भाई
bar wants
योरू ने
to
भी
try
ult
and
किया
play all up
है.
in
योरू
their
के
face, and
ult
they
and the
go
stun
blame
is
the
good,
Prowler,
but the
does get
flash
it.
is insane.
Oh, he slowed
Major
down.
gets one. Good
Right,
trade.
Rolling Thunder
No,
from Russ, but
almost
now
got
Lightning
another.
Fast gets 2 back for his
3v2.
troubles. Now 3 versus 2. Only with
Rossi.
the pistols here. SK
Nice,
Rossi's
Rossi.
going to have to rely on that
दोनों के
headhunter
पास 6
beautifully.
pistols है.
Cracks the
Rossi का
head
ult आ
of
चुका है.
PTC. And now as they
Nice,
creep
he
in,
gets
he's
one.
got a
Rossi
perfect
has his
round
ult.
here.
He's
Madeline
peeking.
going to leave it all on Anakia right
Nakia,
now. 72
alone.
points of HP.
Rossi
The
peeks
Paladin
out. Gets
destroyed.
him.
And SK Rossi to put him straight into the grave.
Good
Beautiful
freaking
stuff
round.
from
Good.
Velocity.
Big,
Bye-bye.
big round.
That's the smart decision making from saving those 2 rifles in the previous one, isn't it, right? They lead by example in towards this round. They get in towards
Big
the
round.
site. When you've got the ult to start the affairs from Russ in towards it, you off put the operator that's down in drop. And then you just get out the shots. SK Rossi with the headhunter finding a very required one to make that a winning
Nah,
scenario.
insane
Madeline
round,
on the
bhai,
site as well,
insane.
doing his damnedest with the bait of the Prowler.
Why
back
Rossi player है one time.
around the site. Really smartly done from Velocity.
Legit.
And now there's 4 players
they're going
start
in.
off over on the other
VLT
side
is
of the
going
map.
in
Now
C.
leaving just PTC to take the challenge at C.
This is tricky. You know, do you want to invest now? Arcro's destroyed, information gathered.
No.
Damara,
Oh.
though, taken by
Yeah,
PTC.
good trade, good trade, good trade.
Lightning Fast does get the response, though, so 4 versus 4 it will stand. And are they going to get aggressive in towards spawn? I think they absolutely will. Up on the Seahole, Zan looking to get all up in their
Good trade.
face. He crosses the line.
Good trade, man. Lightning
though, with 2.
Fast.
Russ gets another. That does
2v3,
take the
one
spread
guy's
off his
flanked.
team a little bit right now. Moja, Nakia having to find their way in. And with
Rossi,
that gate crash going
piche aa
through,
gaya.
surely they're going to get some information onto the teleport, onto the location.
Double
of
flash.
this Yoru.
Rossi's
Now the
full
breakaway.
blind and
It's
still
actually
gets
the blind
one.
that comes
Lightning
through, but it's
Fast
not
with
going to
3.
matter
Oh
when
my
Lightning Fast is hitting
God.
shots like that. I
अभी
love
eco है
this
शायद
right
इनका.
now.
अभी
Velocity
शायद
has
इनको है.
responded with 2
इनका
on
eco
the
है.
trot, and they hit 11.
It's a little bit murky for the Halls plays that's coming through from NAOS in my mind. PDC does well to get the first one towards Damara, but takes the second one where it's not really necessary. And then you've got Xavi and Zan peeking in before the paranoia even
भाई NAOS
pops on
थोड़ी
through.
reckless खेल रही
These
है.
are the mistakes that you can't be affording to make if you're sending
Hey,
them in
इकडे
the
बघ
lead
मजर.
side. Wait for it to actually eventuate before you
Eco
go
आ
for
गया
the
NAOS का.
individualistic swings. Go for it together.
But remember, game जहाँ close हुआ था ना,
The pressure scenario
वहाँ
starts to
पे
get the better of you a little.
NAOS उनका eco ही जीती थी.
And Damara
तो मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा
having a ball right
NAOS ये
now,
राउंड
doing
जीत सकती है.
damage, denying.
मैं बस याद दिला रहा हूँ.
Velocity need to make sure that they do not lose this round right now. Zan with 1 denied quickly. And Moja also taken very, very low. SK Rossi finds PTC. And Velocity have played this to perfection. Denying the counter eco. It's not going to be happening this time round. Moja with 5 HP. It feels impossible.
W.
Velocity get onto 12 and map point for their own map in this best of 3. Of course, NAOS are yet to drop
done
a
yet,
map
not done yet,
in
bro.
this tournament,
यार
and
तुमको एक
now
चीज
they
बताओ पर
find
एसेंट बहुत अच्छा खेलते हैं नाउस.
ऐसा.
back in towards overtime.
देखा भाई मैंने
Within the battle of rubble, with a couple of the lesser weapons, I mean, you take the knee for a reason.
भाई
right?
वो
You wanna
PTC
play
बीमिन पे
towards
मारा
the
था ना
overtime.
aim labs.
Which is why they don't have too much to fight with there. But now is the time to see if they are going to be able to hold on.
कोई fight हो रहा है chat, ये fight हो रहा
have
है.
their mojo back on this attacking side.
Major वापस ऑफ लगाया इधर.
Absolutely do.
And that wall is good.
Ever so
That reveal
important in a game
Braken.
like Valorant. Having that confidence to flex
Braken.
onto the opponents. And already Zan is caught. The aftershock may have actually put him into the dirt just then, but it will
Braken.
not for now. Madeline, however, finds Xavi. That's the IGL gone down. Already an advantage found by Velocity. Madeline
Rossi
taken low in
be-hold
the
kar
process,
raha
but Banara dines also
And
Moja.
he gets one
Another
icon.
shot from SK Rossi as well. A solo walk
GG.
from the chamber with the operator. Beautiful
Bro.
stuff now. He can start to creep through, lock them out, and 2 versus 5.
Rossi.
This should be the final round.
It's the way to lurk. He's done it well again, Mitch. And now he's taken all of the space that's required to clear Waterfall fully. He's done a really good job at slotting himself into these angles to catch NAOS off
Rossi
guard.
just breaking the
Now San and
opponent chat,
Nakia
not gonna
see if
lie.
they can win a 2 versus 5.
Another one. Breaking gameplay.
Certainly the man to potentially look to do it. SK Rossi slid on. Now it's going to be the overdrive popped as well. Maybe a chance. He does get the information on the lightning fast. But he's
Let's
gotta be careful
freaking
that he
go.
doesn't overhead.
39.
And he absolutely
VLT
does.
winning, baby.
Straight into the crosshair of Damara. What a return to form there.
What a
towards
game,
the last
what
few
a
rounds
game.
from Velocity. And you can just see these guys right now. Don't overheat. Don't overdo it. We've only won the one map. If we want to take this competition even further, we need to do the right thing and keep moving forward.
That's very nicely played out by Velocity, making some really smart decisions and thinking a lot on the map.
वो लास्ट राउंड ये राउंड में ना आई गेस वो फेड रिवील मिस किया जिसकी वजह से सामने
A
फेड
couple of slip
रिवील
ups
किया
here and there, but
और
really
मेडलिन ने
well
वॉल
played
के
out.
थ्रू
And
मारा एक
I'm
बंदा
gonna be
मालूम
the
स्टेज
bad
पे
guy. I'm gonna be the devil in this situation.
Last round में
भी उम्मीद दे दी ना ये साल VLT ने अब.
नहीं भाई अभी तक डन नहीं है क्योंकि नाओसी सबसे ना मेरे हिसाब से ये कंपटीशन में पीक है और वो कौन सी है एमटीवी
मोटिव
एमटीवी कल हारी जीती
एमटीवी हारी ना शायद
है ना कल हारी वो भी नहीं 2-0 तो नहीं हारी
नहीं
एमटीवी हसल एमटीवी नहीं एमटीवी भी 2-0 जीती एनकेटी कॉलेज के अगेंस्ट
इसके साथ था मैच मेरे को पता भी नहीं था
एनकेटी कॉलेज 13-11 अच्छी टीम है भाई एमटीवी और ये सबसे डेंजर है और नोंगशिम मेरे हिसाब से सुमड़ी में कुमड़ी है
नोंगशिम है ना, अभी जाग गई है नोंगशिम।
नहीं लेकिन रिडल ऑर्डर के अगेंस्ट जागी।
नहीं भाई, बट स्टिल जाग गई है वो।
इसके
तुम
पहला तो
देखे
नाउस
नहीं।
के अगेंस्ट हारी है ना।
हाँ बट डम्बी बहुत डेंजर
अरे
जाग गया है भाई।
डम्बी क्या मारा है 28।
हाँ, तो क्या
डम्बी लेकिन है ना भाई, सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम ये है कि वो इनकंसिस्टेंट है। एमटीवी हार गई भाई, बूम इज बेटर। एमटीवी तो जीती, बूम बहुत डेंजर है बोलते हैं। बूम तो इधर 2-0 आ रही है, ये कौन है सोनगम इनसे। बूम तो हार रही है, किधर बोल रहे हो बूम बेटर? कौन सा गेम देख रहे तुम लोग? तुम्हारे एनवी में कौन है क्लर्च भाई?
भाई एनवी में पॉपिन, एक्स्टर, आयन 2x, केंजेरा और
ये अयान भाई कौन है?
हाँ
अयान भाई
करिका भाई, करिका छोटा भाई
है।
हाँ
रहता कहाँ पे?
अमेरिका में। अरे उसके वो शिफ्ट हुआ है शायद, इसलिए उसका इंडिया का फ्लैग है।
ऐसा
प्लेयर उधर
है
का ही है भाई। वो 16 साल का है।
क्या? तो खेलता कैसे है?
हाँ अरे असेंशन में 16 एज लिमिट है, आई मीन 16 से खेल सकते हो। और पर अगर इसकी टीम टियर 1 पहुंचती है ना, तो केंजेरा और आयन 2x दोनों को निकाल देंगे, क्योंकि 16-17 के दोनों।
ब्रो डैम।
और केंजेरा 17 साल मतलब 18 का जून में होगा नेक्स्ट ईयर।
ये पॉपिन और एक्स्ट्रा दोनों यूट्यूबर है।
हाँ और ये भी बेबी जे भी थर्ड, वो इंस्पायर वन है ना, वो बेबी जे है। तुमको बेबी जे नहीं पता?
कौन सा बेबी जे?
बेबी जे, अरे यार बेबी जे
मेरे को नहीं
सेंटिनल
पता।
प्लेयर, वो किलजॉय वाला जो कॉस्प्ले करके बैठता था स्ट्रीम पे।
ऐसा नहीं पता।
साइफर प्लेयर वो है, उसने अपना नाम इंस्पायर कर
तो
लिया।
मतलब ये सारे वो है?
हाँ सारे यूट्यूबर,
माँ
सारे
कसम
रैंक्ड यूट्यूबर लोग।
बनना
और ये लोग
पड़ेगा।
उस दिन जो मचाए हैं। अरे हर्ष भाई, पर तुमने ये गेम देखा ना? अभी इनका नेक्स्ट मैच टीएसएम के साथ है, और कल टीएसएम का गेम देखा मैंने रात को। भाई वो टीमोटिनो करके एक प्लेयर है, टीमोटिनो।
हाँ
भाई वो फ्यूचर है वैलोरेंट का, फ्यूचर। उसका 2 गेम देखो तुम।
वो तो
TSM
स्टैंड
का
इन है।
last game- हाँ स्टैंड इन है, पर वो फ्यूचर है वैलोरेंट का भाई।
उनमें एक बंदे का नाम 7 है।
हाँ GMT 7 नहीं, वो लोग तो वेटरन्स है, वो लोग बहुत पहले से खेल रहे हैं। 7 तो
ऐसा।
आई गेस 100 थीव में भी खेला है,
बूम में डोसा भाई भी नहीं है, वही तो बोल रहा
पुराने
हूँ।
TSM में भी।
Freaking hell. What the hell? आ जाओ, it's time to watch some chat up. भाई मी तुला कधी बघणार असं VCT खेळताना? भाई मैं तो सोच रहा हूँ VCT खेलना चाहिए अपने को। I guess we should compete. By the way, check out this hoodie दोस्तों, पिन मैसेज में लिंक है। क्लच भाई तुमने ये वीडियो देखी?
हाँ
ये वीडियो
हाँ देखी ना
ब्रो, दिस वाज क्रेजी ब्रो।
भरोसे वाली वीडियो। भाई हर्ष भाई, पर अपन तो ये कर चुके हैं कितने बार। जब भी मैं गाड़ी चलाता हूँ।
नहीं तभी तो मुझे मौत दिख रही थी।
तो तभी तो साथ में जाएंगे ना।
डोंट स्किप, लास्ट में आई नो मैसेज है। वाओ वाओ, खुद बोलो पहले भाई कि उधर मैसेज है लास्ट
फाइनल
में।
देख रहा हूँ।
ऑलराइट,
का फाइनल चल रहा
तू VCT खेलेगा तो हम VCT कदर देखेंगे। इसलिए तो VCT नहीं खेलती मैं, इसलिए तो मैं यहाँ पे लाइव स्ट्रीम करता हूँ तुम्हारे लिए। अगर मैं VCT खेलने जाऊंगा तो वॉच पार्टी, इसलिए यार। नाइस चेटा। भाई ने वेबकैम पे बैंडेज लगा दिया है। www सिन्नू ट्रेविस स्कॉच। कल कौन कौन गया था ट्रेविस स्कॉच को? भाई ट्विटर पे तो लोग भर रहे हैं, बोलते हैं व्हाट्स ए कॉन्सर्ट, इट वाजंट इवन हाउसफुल। एंड फिर ट्रेविस स्कॉट स्टेज पे बुलाता है ना 3-4 जन को, उन लोग को बुलाया तो उनमें से सिर्फ एक कोई गाना गाने आ रहा था, लिरिक्स पता थी, बाकी किसी को पता ही नहीं थी। फालतू कॉन्सर्ट था। एल क्राउड भाई 200 टिकट। क्या 200 के टिकट बिके? मैंने एक की स्टोरी देखी जिसमें 18,000 की टिकट उसने लास्ट में 4-5 हजार में बेची है। भाई आई एम सो थैंकफुल कि मेस्सी वाले इवेंट का वैसा कुछ हुआ नहीं। भाई मेस्सी वाला इवेंट का जो टिकट सिस्टम था इतना पद्धतशीर था ना भाई, इतना पद्धतशीर। थैंक यू गॉड फॉर गिविंग मी द टिकट्स। क्योंकि अगर मेसी वाले इवेंट में ऐसे लोगों ने टिकट्स लेके लेके ना अगर स्टैकअप कर लिया होता ना भाई, मेरा दिमाग का दही हो जाता, मजाक से हट के दिमाग का दही हो जाता भाई। कॉन्सर्ट करके बताओ ट्रेविस का वन मोर टाइम। भाई इधर अपनी स्ट्रीम पे रोज होता है। व्हाट इज पद्धतशीर? पद्धतशीर मतलब सिस्टमैटिकली। 2 आउट हो गए डब्ल्यू। मेसी वाला इवेंट किधर है? बहुत जगहों पे है मेसी वाले इवेंट, लेकिन मैं तो मुंबई वाले में जा रहा हूँ भाई, मजाक से हटके। मैं तो ना अब भी वो इमेजिन करके मेरे को रोने आ रहा है कि भाई मेसी को जाते देखूंगा ऐसा सामने से, और मैंने नीचे का स्टैंड लिया हूँ, मेसी को देखूंगा।
तुमने
भाई
कितने वाला लिया मेसी का?
10,000 का क्लच भाई। भाई और तब भी है ना क्लच भाई बहुत हैवी खर्चा हो गया था। पता था मेरे को ये खर्चा करूंगा तो है ना चड्डी फट जाएगी, लेकिन फिर भी किया क्योंकि वंस इन अ लाइफ टाइम सीन है भाई वो।
एग्जैक्टली
वंस इन अ लाइफ टाइम सीन है, मजाक से हटके। लूटा तेरे को, ठीक है भाई, लूटा तो लूटा, लूटा तो लूटा। वंस इन अ लाइफ टाइम। भाई तुम लोग ने रोनाल्डो का क्लिप देखा वो? ब्रो क्या सही क्लिप था। हाँ यार ब्रो क्या
बजाने वाला
भाई, मेरे को देख के जो खुशी मिली है ना भाई, वो क्या क्रेजी सीन है ना भाई, क्या क्रेजी सीन है भाई।
कल रात को, मतलब रात को आया वो, पता है? तो मैं देख ही रहा था और उसके बाद रोनाल्डो जो उसको स्पीड को ये करता है, वे रिपोस्ट भी करता है।
हाँ मैंने देखा भाई, क्या क्रेजी शिट है। चेक फॉर रियल, ये जो है ना डब्ल्यू रोनाल्डो एल मेसी, ये सबसे बड़े ना चिंदी चोर लोग हैं, चिंदी चोर। इन लोगों ने ना कभी पैर नहीं लगाया रहेगा फुटबॉल को, उन लोग को घंटा पता नहीं रहेगा भाई कि ड्रिबल क्या होता है, उन लोग को कुछ पता नहीं रहेगा, इधर से उधर पास देने नहीं आता रहेगा, कोर्ट का इधर से उधर एक चक्कर मार देना तो हाफते रह जाएंगे भाई, मुंह से आवाज नहीं निकलेगी। लेकिन इधर चैट में ना भाई पटेली मारने के लिए रील स्वाइप करेंगे, बोलेंगे ये देख क्या गोल मारा, देख रोनाल्डो ने। भाई जिसको फुटबॉल पता है वो अगर किसी एक को पसंद करता है वो दूसरे को हेट नहीं करेगा, क्योंकि उसको पता है भाई दोनों ही जो करते हैं ना बहुत अनरियल चीज करते हैं।
भाई शायद वो लोग तुमको रेज बेट करना चाह रहे हैं और तुम हो गए।
नहीं भाई एवरी टाइम ये होता है यार क्लच भाई। कल रोनाल्डो ने क्या गोल मारा एक बार ही देखो क्लच भाई, उसने टॉप बिन मारा है भाई, एकदम डेंजर आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स, और मेसी ने एक ड्रिबल इतना इंसेंट करके मारा है, और बार्सिलोना ने 94th मिनट में कम बैक किया है भाई कल। तो भाई ये फुटबॉल का ये ब्यूटी है ब्रो। एंड तुम लोग रील्स पे देख के सिर्फ ये अभी भी इसमें डिबेट में डब्ल्यू रोनाल्डो एल मेसी, इडियट्स। देखने नहीं मिलता है यार फुटबॉल आजकल क्लच भाई, उस चीज का बहुत सैड लगता है बस। अभी एल क्लासिको है, अरे टाइम का शॉर्ट बनता है क्या, अभी बताओ। एल क्लासिको है क्लच भाई, जाते क्या स्क्रीनिंग को?
कभी कभी बता।
24th को था शायद।
हाँ चल सकते, 24 को आ रहा हूँ मैं।
26 संडे है ना?
अरे तुम मेरे इधर आओ ना, मेरे इधर चलते हैं।
अभी मेरा एक दोस्त, हम लोग ने डन किया था भाई जाने का, लेकिन मेरे वो दोस्त का फुटबॉल खेलते टाइम पैर टूट गया।
अरे रब्बा
उसको 1 महीना घर पे बैठने बोला। तुम्हें मालूम, मतलब हम लोग जब लास्ट फुटबॉल खेले तब डेंगू हुआ मेरे को और मैं हॉस्पिटलाइज हुआ, उसके बाद फुटबॉल बंद हो गया, सब कोई नहीं खेलने जा रहा था। फिर बाद में खेलने गए तो इसका पैर टूट गया, अभी ये 1 महीना घर पे बैठा है। ऐसा शॉट हो गया लाइक क्लच भाई, कुछ कर्स लग गया है।
सीन नहीं हुआ।
ब्रो ये सेलिब्रेट कर रहा है घर पे करेला बनाए तो।
वो करेला है, मेरे को तो लगा मछली है बे।
मछली है
हाँ,
ना क्लच भाई, गलत मछली देख रहे भाई क्लच भाई। लेकिन एक मेरे को एक चीज बताओ कि क्या तुम्हें करेला पसंद है?
नहीं भाई, कैसी बात कर रहे हो
भाई? मेरे घर पे
सर जूस वूस में पसंद आएगा ऐसा सब्जी
जूस।
हाँ मतलब चलता है कि हाँ भाई अच्छा होता है करेला जूस, पर ये खाने में तो बिल्कुल नहीं भाई।
भाई मेरे भाई को और मेरे पापा को करेला इतना पसंद है, आई हैव नो आइडिया व्हाई ब्रो। भाई करेला इज द हॉरेंडस शिट ऑन दिस वर्ल्ड आई फील। लक्ष्य मैंने ₹100 दिया, लिखा है हर्ष भाई कोई भी वैलो, हर्ष भाई को भी वैलो का नहीं पता है, बट तो भी हमें देख रहे हैं ना, हेट तो नहीं दे रहे, समझे चैट? कुछ तो बोलने गया ही है 100 रुपए देके
वही
कुछ
एग्जैक्टली
तो बोलने गया ही है 100 रुपए देके
बात देखो समझ में आ गई सबको क्या बोलना
हाँ।
चाह रहा था।
वाव लिख दो इसके लिए एक बारी कि वाव लिख दो आप लक्ष्य भाई हम आपको एक और चांस देते हैं आप एक्सप्लेन करो आपके जोक को करो करो समझ गया लिखता है घंटा नहीं समझे भाई कुछ 100 रुपए दिया है उसने भाई तो एटलीस्ट ऑनेस्ट रहो उससे यू आर अ गुड क्वेश्चन थैंक यू फॉर द 100 लक्ष्य भाई टीवीएस का नया गाड़ी देख RTX 300 लक्ष्य भाई देखा तुमने कल ही देख रहा था भाई अच्छी गाड़ी है
RTX ना
हाँ अरे अच्छी गाड़ी है भाई
अरे तो क्या मेरे को मेरा एक दोस्त बोलता है गाड़ी में RTX आ गया और क्या चाहिए।
भाई अच्छी गाड़ी लग रही थी मैं कल कोई वीडियो में देख रहा था हाँ ये ब्लू वेरिएंट देख रहा था भाई अच्छी लग रही थी भाई
भाई टीवीएस का मैंने सुना 3 सर्विसिंग फ्री होता है पहला
हैं परे
तुमको पता है चाइना में क्या सीन चल रहा है?
क्या
DRG जीत रही है और रेयर एटम आई गेस तीसरी बार अपना कंटिन्यूअस फाइनल हारने वाली है Ascension का।
shit right we going the same comp
Fast, he's able to read their opponents, and yeah, there are of course no changes for now.
going same
here
comp,
in
chat.
Ascend because they have been
Ascension ka
looking promising so far in this map.
Yeah, very much so. Sitting at 2-0 here. On the side of Velocity, also no changes. This is virtually the same as what we saw in Lotus, just with Sova in instead of the Fade. Now, I will say, this kind of competition is certainly much more unorthodox on Ascent than it is on something like Lotus. So, look for Naos to be able to exploit the weaknesses a little bit more easily here. I think Naos still going to be feeling good, but Velocity brimming with confidence.
Yes, absolutely. This is going to be interesting once again. In Ascend between Velocity and NAOS.
वो पता नहीं भाई वो ना दिखता है अच्छा
लेकिन for now, so let's see if they are able to
Lakshya Arshit, thank you so much for the sponsor for the power gang Lakshya bhai.
is going to bring. Of course, the actions are with your casters here, Komodo and Kong.
Well, Morgan, confidence is a scary, scary thing. You should have seen how up and about I was when I out-fragged Komodo in the playtest 1 year. It's a scary, scary thing, and Velocity are running with that right now. Komodo can now spring this one back.
Maybe, but I'll have you know that one day I'll put you on my settings and watch you fumble.
All right, boys, this can.
Fumbling is what these teams are not going to do here.
With the final map. We might go third map. Let's find out.
And love Velocity, their own style. Now can pull some strats and stuff from Paper X and from Fnatic, who run this composition as well.
This Indian team
could be the time for Velocity to win this series 2-0 cleanly, to take that challenge in towards who is going to potentially get the first seed. For now, though, if they are able to answer back, send us to Haven, try to win the series and get that top seed into the playoffs. No casualties for the early stages. Just a little bit of damage towards SK Rossi.
Certainly would be a statement, Komodo. Velocity going 3-0 and then
let's go India.
Game up against Nongshim, which is going to throw some question marks about where some of these players end up in the competition. Zavi is going to be the nice one to find the opening. We talked about this battle stage and how well it can do, but we've also talked a lot about Russ.
Damara on side, Damara gets one, Russ gets
also a third.
2v1.
Very nicely done.
Oh,
Zavi
Russ pagal hai, dono ne round nikal diya
sirf. On the board with the pistol.
These guys are crazy, bro. These guys are
a little bit risky for them at the end there.
These guys are going crazy
because the thorns were activated on top of the rafters, and it is just the swing out from Damara. Could have got risky, but he's still, even in the thorns, looks to get the swing on out. You got a couple of kills that get started off by now. Falls a little bit as well. Velocity quickly in for the challenge, giving no respect over towards NAOS, and that's going to be one of the things as well, right? Nongshim got caught off a little bit by this one. Full Sense got caught off a little bit by this one when they were slowing things down. So Velocity keep up the pace. It could actually be a good idea for the next couple of rounds.
Awkward for Rossi though if he's not able to get out of that. Rendezvous gives him some safe passage for now. So he's going to find two very, very quickly here with that Outlaw. Nicely done. Has to move back in with the classic, however.
उसने partial dodge किया था, फिर भी blind नहीं हुआ वो.
He looks to creep around, but now as we see
Oh my
straight
God,
all up in the grill. What can you even do there, can you? Straight into it.
उसने पार्शियल डॉज किया था, वो ब्लाइंड कैसे नहीं हुआ?
Only losing
वो
the
कुछ
one
नर्फ
here.
हुआ है अभी?
Yeah, they'll pick
फटा
up
ही
the
नहीं।
guns
अरे
to carry
कैसा
on over
पुराना
to the
वाला
next
पैच
round
है।
as
नहीं,
well.
लेकिन-
Could have been
अच्छा, हाँ,
flawless
बराबर,
with the little jump there to try and dodge out
लेकिन
the
अभी कुछ
bullets.
तो नर्फ आया है या बफ आया है वैसा,
Good
पार्शियल
little
फ्लैश पे कुछ
stronghold,
तो
good reveal and
चेंज
tag
होता
as
है
well, right? Just
योरू के फ्लैश का।
good scanning on
ज़्यादा
through.
नहीं होते हो।
अच्छा
But I can't help but wonder.
नहीं वो उस पे
when we
आया है
start to get into
नॉर्मल
the
फ्लैश
proper
पे।
rifle
हाँ,
rounds,
normal
can
flash पे।
velocity continue it, Mitch,
कि वो
because
तुम
we're so far
मतलब
seeing the good stacking towards
जैसा
A
one-way
and the
flash से
stacking
पूरे
towards
blind
B.
होते
It
थे
was
ना?
the right
हाँ।
spot
वैसे नहीं
2
होगी,
times
कि वो
over.
flash जैसा काम
What
करता है।
happens to velocity when
मतलब
things
जैसे हर एक
change
flash
Rossi
up
on mid.
around the map?
Pull by round on NAOS and Damara going
Great
inside their mouths.
Damara may be
Oh
getting
my
a little
God.
bit too
हमारे spawn में
complacent
घुसे
there, a
लोग।
little bit overzealous. I mean, though, at the end of the
Bro,
day,
mid
the
कितना
bonus is
push हो
always
गया
gonna
है,
play a
lightning
little bit more
fast.
risky. And lightning fast.
ये साथ में
Oh,
करना
might be
चाहिए
able
था
to
ना?
catch a couple of members off guard here. Moja definitely watching that top mid position.
Oh,
And now
yeah,
we
they're
see
away.
Russ joining him. It's going
Wow.
to be an awkward line.
Wow.
Great opening.
अरे
Lightning
यार।
fast, nicely done.
How San got
San does
two,
get a
bro?
couple
With a
back.
Guardian?
We can still see this lead held for now.
Still a 3v. Okay, 3v2.
Yeah, it's a very important frag that actually happens. from
Damara
Sam
free fund
there.
में मरा ना रे।
He gets both of them as well. Keeps it workable for NAOS. And this one, that would have
Will they
been
expect him
a
B?
good shot from
Surely
SK
not.
Rossi to potentially claim the bonus. But now, just Madeline. Here's the footsteps.
Your time to shine, my friends. You've been looking good in this series. If you can catch Zan, maybe there's a world, maybe there's a way. They're separated. Now he split the wicket. He's found the shot. Madeline! Oh, I saw it coming. I was willing it into existence, but it does
Oh my
not
freaking
happen.
God, bro
Denied.
was on.
And all
Bro
Naos
was
can
on.
do is
What a
laugh it
nice
off.
bonus round, by.
Man, that gets
What a
super
nice
close, though,
bonus.
doesn't it? He's isolated the right timing for that 1
Oh.
versus 3 because you know what
Oh,
we always
bhai.
say, Conky. You
Oh,
don't
bhai.
win the 1 versus 3, you lose the
Bro.
3 versus 1. And Nakia just luckily gets that last one, but I gotta say, that is some really good damage
Bhai,
that gets in
stop.
that round
हो
from
गया था
Velocity.
बे।
It tickles the shields and the guns of NAOS.
Head
Look
पे
how
था,
many
head पे
Guardians
था।
they're coming into this next round with.
Certainly not the happiest of helpings.
Rossi
Financial pool is down.
with an outlaw again.
They're investing
He's
all
smart.
the way.
He's smart. सिर्फ एक
Having
बंदे
a
पे
little bit of a
full
look
shield
here
है.
up towards from mid top.
Advantage ले रहे वो लोग of a good bonus.
Making their way in towards short now. Nakia going to be trying to lay a helping hand. Rossi, head ripped off immediately. Very bold to be crossing that position so late into the rounds. Especially dry outside market. So now we're going to see now slot their way in towards top mid.
Now the thing is for SK Rossi though, if he's going to keep on putting a premium on getting these snipers and such, he needs to be holding the lines to a tight degree. He needs to make sure that he's not getting caught off guard like that.
No distractions.
क्या बात है LF?
Lightning fast now, caught out, but not before he takes down Zan in
No,
the
no,
process.
no, 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 no.
Oh,
Good shot.
Damara
Good peek.
watches the line.
Oh,
It makes it
Sunday,
tricky, but that's a great
yaar.
catch with the double up. However, it's not going to matter when Nakia has found 3. And now this rotation coming in from PTC, surely going to be able to find
What a
Rossi.
swing.
He does shoulder it. Very wise, very intelligent. Still certainly a winnable prospect here for the side of Velocity. 1 away from that Rolling Thunder, Komodo.
क्या पोजी लिया है सावी ने?
One enemy
The line.
remaining.
Great shot from Xavi, so denied. It's not going to be happening today. Nor
That's
is the
got
ace
it, eh?
that's going to be coming through for Nakia. It's just all onto Madeline, who almost nearly did win that 1v3 prior. Makes a good effort of it. Jumping around the bend. Doesn't quite see Moja in time, however.
ना दमारा को थोड़ा सा है ना
Straight
भाई.
back in with 2.
Calm down भी करना पड़ेगा.
Denial on any sort of resurgence here, as I think we're going to have to see.
ये मैप पिक VLT का है.
to come out from Velocity here.
I mean, some really good shots that does come through from Nakia in that round, but I'm kind of seeing him go for the plant as well when the ultimate is already there. When you're 2 away from the resurrection, you know, if we're wanting to maximize some things, drop that spike on over to your Sage, get closer, because you got 1 kill, would have had the res coming into this next round. So we'll see if there's going to be anything that plays a little bit of disfavor in that regard. Lots of light shields coming on through as well. Open up the accounts for some potential cheeky shots from SK Rossi or for the Bucky and Damara too.
नीचे मार रहा Rossi.
Game crash denied for Moja.
ए NAOS का पिक है बे. मेरे को लगा VLT का.
Nothing really happening at this point in time. Just a slow rotation back around. Velocity immovable at this point.
Yeah, well, not getting
Immovable.
too close with that judge. At the right spot,
Indisputable.
though, with the movement from NAOS over towards the B site. Got a forward line being held, of course, in mid, but it is SK Rossi just playing to see what damage you can get before getting out of dodge and rendezvousing to market. Now's the
B
time that we
execute
start
हो
to
रहा
see
है.
some movement, though.
The
from
buy is not
guys
good.
Over at B, Adeline confirming some information.
Gonna be an awkward line to try and fight here. He does shoulder out Moja, and I think he's pulled a lot of info, but SK Rossi...
Oh, Russ with his ult already?
Now that Rolling Thunder coming through as well, making it very, very
attacking
awkward.
ult, yeah.
It's not really gonna matter when the whole side of NAOS are basically straight on out. Moja's done it all by himself, completely solo for this point in time, but Damara makes his work cut out for him. Zan does get the trade back, however, in good time, but lightning fast.
Ascension में बस एशिया की टीम है हर रीजन की Ascensions होती है अलग-अलग तो ये Ascension सिर्फ पैसिफिक की है तो पैसिफिक के रीजन की टीम्स है इसमें पैसिफिक रीजन के सब रीजन्स की टीम्स है
through the wall feels a little bit awkward and you know, setting up your team for failure a little
attacking
bit.
ult सोवा attacking ult का chat रस ने defensive ult किया
not able to get a shot out before
मुझे लगा रस ने अल्ट किया है तो उसको कॉम्बो किया रहेगा मेडलिन की अल्ट के साथ बट वैसा नहीं था
was a lesser buy as well, so shrug it off. Full focusing towards the next round, but to turn it on the other side for now. Very well executed despite all that utility coming on through.
Yeah, I think it might have just been a slightly off call, right? You know, throwing it from the back of sight, catching Madeline as you mentioned. So you never really know what's happening there. Russ's utility has been mostly good, but right then,
जबरदस्ती क्या कर रहा है?
Favored NAOS.
Okay, now finally a good buy.
Big weapons are back in possession for Velocity.
On VLT.
A bit of a premium once more for this mid control. Seeing a lot of teams so far.
इधर है वो ऊपर बैठा है बेशरम.
Again, just not able to get a shot off before being taken down.
Yeah, he's absent right now, isn't he? Absent without leave as well.
नहीं यार शट डाउन कर रहे भाई ये लोग
gotta be putting up that impact as the chamber, you know, when you opt to take that as the sentinel.
Great
shot from Zan, that's a second. Typically the Omen not known for their operator skills, but it's working out for him so far. 3 versus 5.
Yeah, these are the scenarios that you don't want to drop as NAOS as well, right? You want to leave no stone unturned, clear everything that you possibly can. 2 individual moments for Velocity without trades. Moments of lapse. Can't be seeing it. Now, again, another individual play from Lightning Fast around the bend.
Here. If he pops the paranoia at the right
it's time,
Gulubai,
pop off!
Afforded it at all. Gonna get that utility out. He may actually get the catch onto one. Okay, here we go. Maybe there's a chance, but he makes the right choice. He pulls out the resurrection here for Nadia. PTC comes back as well with another, and Russ unfortunately goes down, so it would have to be all Lightning Fast. And they walk out at the most opportune time. Perfect synergy through that dark cover. And all of them are up and about. No, they say. This is certainly now us back into the fray.
No need to shift the spike over towards Zan and TP to the B site, for example. When PTC does get one in there, you've got a 4 versus 1 essentially on this A site. Just take it together and have that ult info for a little bit later on. Quite convincing of the round to come through from NAOS there. And, you know, we're seeing the same sort of things plague Velocity at the moment. I'm wondering if a timeout is in order to have the discussions, get the coach input, get the team to settle and really recognize what's going wrong.
Damara clearly gets...
बिल्डिंग लगाना पड़ेगा इनका लफड़ा कर रहे अभी अगर
गुस्से में आ जाएंगे मार देंगे
डमारा अगर एक राउंड भी पॉप ऑफ कर लिया ना चेयर क्या टेबल के ऊपर चढ़ के नाचेगा
एक के मॉनिटर के सामने जाके बोलेगा भाई तुमको पता है अर्श भाई एक्स्टर इतना बड़ा है ना एक्स्टर आई गेस 6-4 ऐसा कुछ है हाँ बहुत लंबा है हाँ लंबा चौड़ा एकदम जैक्ड भी है ना फुल तो वो ऐसा खड़ा होता है ना तो ऐसा लगता है मारने जा रहा है वो किसी को
Closing a lot of those rounds should give them really good ideas coming in towards this map, and it's not like they haven't played this map throughout this tournament, right? Velocity did play this one against Full Sense. It did get very close though in the 13 to 11, and that was also the map, right? That they started off 0-6 down on their attacking side.
Like the stream, subscribe for new gang.
It's run pretty damn smoothly so far. Looks like it may very well have just been some sort of equipment issue anyway, so it shouldn't be too far before we get back into it.
Who spilt the drink? That was like when you've had no tech issues and you're, you know, only into the second map.
Check pause nahi.
Flat, perhaps.
Nah.
Who's done something?
Time out.
It's okay. We're good. We're away.
Negative aura. It's fine.
Eco round on VLT.
Immediately.
VLT back-to-back rounds are
Any of
here,
the 10 players in this server have
which
any
is a bit
You're
concerning.
probably spot on.
Yeah.
Just the casters.
Yeah. But we're so far out of the playing field that it's like... Yeah. Anyways. Just the judge for lightning fast here. See if he's going to be able to do anything with that, or if the pistols can somehow be decisive enough to deal a blow, keep things close. Opportunity for the overdrive and a Hunter's Fury if you need, but it is the passive nature from NAOS that starts to clear.
2-5
corners
on the board. और अगले राउंड के लिए रॉसी और मेडलिन का अल्ट है, दमारा का अल्ट है.
NAOS team not known for.
तो ये राउंड छोड़ो, बट अगला राउंड थोड़ा होपफुल है.
SK Rossi very much trained onto that point, has had a slow game so far. Really big opportunity for him to pick up. Great opening shot there from PTC with his fabled lurk. And now as they start to move their way in, fake out hit. And a couple of warning shots as well, but only 2 left in the chamber here, unfortunately, which means they're actually going to start to pull away here now. So now the focus set on towards B.
Look at the money, yeah, they're rich, bro. They just one back to back.
You want to see PTC bring that into the B main control.
अबे अगला राउंड PTC का अल्ट भी है बे.
Focus on the mid flanks. The B main.
2 guys on backside. Damara is inside with his ult and is down.
Seconds, yeah, exactly right. Russ has already found one on the Zabi, and now they have to get moving very, very quickly. Russ could keep going. Russ could do damage. He could be the hero that they deserve right now, Komodo. Still kicking. Lightning fast joining the fray. But how much longer is it going to be, my word? How does that even happen? Lightning fast and Russ from the boat shed. They are salesmen. Beautiful stuff.
रस ने बैक साइड में 2 क्या मारे क्रेजी. Lightning fast with 3 भाई. Crazy.
3 for a mere moment in time that NAOS did have, but
wow. Wow.
From the shadows, I believe, to get on over to the back of the site, right?
He does,
and then just kind of parks it a little bit, waits silently.
Golu giving Lightning channel.
Do what he can with the breach util.
What a nice read, bhai.
That is. Again, another scenario where I'm saying unless they can do something, shenanigans afoot with the Thrifty, bloody well happens.
Very, very clean, Komodo.
That's a crazy combo. That's a big combo.
Against these Thrifties, but that's an awesome ultimate. The Hunter's Fury denying both Moja and
NAOS जब से मिड छोड़ी ना तब से उनका डाउनफॉल चालू.
Could allow Velocity to get back in towards this series now. The dark cover to allow some safe passage towards Wine, but will they be drinking? We'll have to see shortly.
And there's no resurrection as well, right? That's just been previously utilized, so
crazy.
Damage solidified.
अरे उधर से वॉल कर दिया.
He's down.
Oh man, SK Rossi's got such a tough task here. They do manage to find their way out. The barrier wall will be destroyed, which means that Xavi now just needs to get the slow orb up, buy themselves some additional time. That spike is going to be planted, so still winnable for NAOS.
3v5.
Oh, PDC with Steel Garden at the right time could be quite
3v4.
large, especially with
एक
Xavi
flank आ रहा है, लेकिन वो दीवार है.
So far, the double up in heaven, but Madeline
नहीं
might
नहीं
be able
नहीं
to
ये
get a root away
कैसे
from
कैसे नहीं
Zan.
कैसे
No,
हुआ
but
ये कैसे हुआ
Zan continues
अरे
to hit
कैसे
these
मारा
shots, and
इसने
even when
मैं
he's
नहीं
slowed
देख रहा
down
ये गेम.
by the fault line, he's able to get a second in the round here. This was a 3 versus 5 here, Komodo, and now Damara being denied. It's all on the lightning fast. He got 3 in the previous round, but he would need to repeat that again this time. And they're so split up, so separated. And now Zan even caught in the helping hands. He gives him a little cuddle inside the garden. And that is beautiful denial from NAOS. There was no way they should have been winning that round any day of the week.
No, not at all. 3 versus 5. You take the space up towards the rafters, and you do it together as a
Bro
team.
got 2 while being stunned, bro. How is that even possible?
Surviving on through it, right? Russ is stunned.
PTC भी stunned था, by the way.
I haven't said that in this tournament just yet. It's something that's over.
भाई stun में मारे यार क्लच भाई.
Again, we go from the Thrifty of Velocity into just the upside down round of that 3v5 that is called nicely for now.
पहला तो चिपकाना था.
अबे वो स्टन में मार रहा है भाई और क्या करेगा बेचारा.
You can really start to see Velocity shake now. NAOS, you know, aren't playing absolute 10 out of 10 Valorant right now. But they're certainly getting away with some interesting positions. Rossi out. Once again, unable to find that opening pick here. But now Damara up very, very close. I think PTC could be in for a rude awakening here. If he peeks at the right time. The Arcros does spot the information, though. So they know somebody's in here. They know someone's up close. Still has the fast lane, still has the relay bot, but who's going to creep on towards them? And now the Dimensional Drift is popped as well, Komodo. They're going to be making their way in all together. There is dimensional support as well from Madeline. They have to pull away.
Yeah, there was no Nakia to send in there first. The wall up right now.
Rossi's dead. Oh, come on.
little uncomfortable now, but at least Zavi from the top of the
अरे
wall
यार
does
ये
find
kill मिल
another
जाता
and
मजा आ
runs
जाता
down
bro.
too, so Lightning Fast does get to play this round at the very least. So 45 points of HP. Spike now
Oh
planted.
shit.
Very, very
Oh, esports finals
doable
अगले
here
Sunday होने
still.
वाला है भाइयों.
Zavi 2 away from the resurrection, so he's not going to have it in this round. Lightning Fast slowly creeps his way in to try and connect here. Zavi, he would have
भाई
to find
रॉसी
him
नहीं
straight
मरना
off the
चाहिए
rip.
था
The
मालूम
full
उसके पास
damage
ऑफ
is
भी था
dealt.
बे ये राउंड मिल जाता
Time
मालूम
out लिया था क्या
Wheel
अभी
as
तक?
well. I think Lightning Fast
एक
isn't
लिया है.
overly interested. He's making the right
Guilty नहीं
decision
लिया ना?
here by pulling
हाँ.
away. That's 6
Bye.
for NAOS on the board right now on the attacking side of Ascent here, Komodo.
I guess Rossi got flash
Yeah,
with Omen
looking
blind.
at what's
ठंडा लेना
happening in
चाहिए
B main
VLT
as well there, right? You kind of got everything that you want.
इसके वजह से वो easily pick off हो
to
गया.
get
थोड़े से
sent in
जाग
for
जाने
your
चाहिए, क्योंकि सब जाग- सब चल रहे
opponent's
हैं वहाँ
side
बाकी सारे.
to clear you. I was kind of waiting for the penny to
No
drop for
idea.
Tomorrow to stun on in and slide with the Bucky, right? Or get set up with a dart from Madeline. We saw the shock dart come on in, but we saw nothing on the back of it. Like, if you want to actually maximize the chances in that sort of scenario, you saw the
अरे
arc road, you
भाई
know that
अरे
PTC is there.
इतना मत भड़क.
Even if you're just using that utility to get that one kill, pilfer a better weapon, you should be ripping it in that sort of position.
ऐसा
because
मरा
you
बे वो.
allow
ओमन
Naos
ने
to get
TP
close
किया
to
market
site,
में,
set up
chat.
properly. They are
ओमन ने
going
मार्केट
to
टीपी
walk
किया
over you.
उधर.
We saw it previously in the 2 series that they've played on this
वो
map.
unexpected
They are
TP तो
very
था.
clinical when it comes into their
But market
executions
वाले
on
ने
these sides
market
if
में कोई
you
था नहीं help
allow
करने.
them to do so.
A very momentum-driven team as well. Vibes
भाई
merchants,
रॉसी गलती
as
से छीक भी
mentioned.
देना तो चैट में के 100 बंदे उसको भरने लग जाए कि साला छीक कैसे लिया. और इसको देख. मैं नहीं देख रहा ये राउंड.
Ready for this as well. Up
ये
towards the
क्या हो
generator
रहा है?
here. The 2 members now stuck inside A main. And it makes it so
Oh,
uncomfortable
spot किया
for
उसने.
them. Damara just having a little bit of a spot forward. Naki are
W?
actually up and over on the wall, but he's denied the rest of the
क्या
team. I don't think that
कंट्रोल
was
रखा है
actually
भाई
meant to go
VLT
this
ने.
way
क्या
unless it
कंट्रोल
was.
रखा है.
To try and
अभी बस साइड वाले
pick
बंदे को
up
लेना है.
the additional orb here. One more kill.
Wow,
potentially for Zavi.
Damara.
He might be able to get the
Oi,
resurrection, but it's
almost.
denied completely. PTC has to try
क्या
and do it
control
solo.
रखे भाई?
Rotation is here. They would absolutely have to fumble this one. Velocity already coming deep in on the flank is going to be SK Rossi. So PTC is going to have...
They can just sit. They can just sit. They don't need to hunt.
Yeah, he controlled. W round. Like the stream if you're new. We are close to 5 million likes.
SK Rossi has to hit this shot.
Yes,
And he
sir.
will. PTC not looking in the right direction. SK Rossi back on towards the board. And it is a late resurgence into the half here for Velocity.
मास्टर बोलता तो है.
Really well started as well. Dodged off the paranoia, and then you're just holding control of the mains choke. You kind of forget that Zan has TP'd in amongst the scrap as well, right? Because he's not revealed himself. You do have a sinking feeling that it could have been a fake, but Zan didn't activate when he lands from the shadows. He was playing more passive, hoping that someone would come out of main, that he could
4-6 now उसने time out ले लिया है. They want to keep this lead. They don't want to make it 6-6.
In towards the
6-6.
That's why.
kind of element that they need to in main, right? That
I
wall,
don't know.
I'll be real, is a little
इतने
bit
strong
strong.
लग रहे नहीं है VLT. Honestly.
बट आई गेस जागना अबे जागेंगे तो लग रहे हैं भाई. मतलब जो राउंड निकले वो कितने अच्छे निकले हैं देखो.
2 off though. He was 2 off the orb res. So even if he gets that, he'd need a kill or go to the other side of the map where you've not got the proper lurk in this time
भाई ये
for
meme
PDC.
क्लच भाई ये 6-7 वाली मीम क्या है?
तुमको 6-7 नहीं पता.
नहीं.
सर्च मारिस.
मैंने किया था मेरे को समझा नहीं था. DM करो.
Have a good discussion to see what you need to do for the remaining 2 in this half. You got the weaponry as well back in possession of Velocity because they were backwards and forwards a little bit between buys. You can just see the lion's share of rounds for now. They're quite contained with just the one in the middle for Velocity. So this is the time to try and equalize us up on the 6-6 or to be a little bit more demanding from NAOS to close on the 8-4.
Alright, boys.
We're going to have a couple of different battles across
If we win this, we might make it 6-6. क्योंकि रस का अल्ट वगैरह ना बहुत अच्छा नहीं यार. This stuff उनके भी अल्ट्स काफी लोड हो रहा है. 3 man on B by VLT.
You don't really want to see from Mocha.
Now it's going mid.
Self-flash rather.
Which has worked for them.
Scraps Komodo. That's why we love it. They've already burnt
Yes,
down
we
a
did.
hell of a lot of the round. SK Rossi. Oh no, you've got to hit those, my friends. That allows PTC to continue
Come on,
to
Rossi.
live on
One
here.
more
There
chance.
is still 3 members over towards the side of B as we now see Velocity make their way through. Damara
Wait,
and
वो
Lightning
लोग
Fast.
पीछे आके ये
It's
जा
only
रहे
going to be one and done though as Damara has to try and hold this completely solo. and he will be stuck inside A main. This is going to be so challenging for him to do, to just try and buy that additional time. They know exactly where he is. Recon dart in to try and gather some further information. Arc Rose destroyed. They have to clear it together, and they will. Beautiful stuff there from NAOS. Knowing exactly where they need to be and where they need to clear.
They're going to go on down to get the res back onto Zan. They want to 100% this round.
Oh, shit, bhai.
Very, very wise, Komodo. Madeline, SK Rossi, Russ. There we go. A shot. Revenge for SK Rossi. Now it's an opportunity to really try and get their way back in towards this. Sure, the dark cover splits off short, but they can make their way through. It's going to be the recon bolt out first. Aftershock to go down. And look at this utility coming out from the breach in Russ. He's doing absolutely everything for the team to be allowed out towards heaven, but they're still sitting back. They're still holding this position. Naki will now drop Russ the paranoia to just try and 100% this round. They've used a lot of utility, but it's absolutely perfect. And that is going to be Naki with the 3K to afford a 7th round for NAOS. Looks like this one is going to be going the distance this series.
It's really crispy aim to come through from in the end there, and this is a good benefit on getting that resurrection as well. 5 players alive in that post-play scenario. There's so many different angles that NAOS are going to be able to hold that spike from. No one's under hell. They're all in main, so I kind of like the idea from Russ to get that fault line over towards the main choke point to at least try and facilitate the team to drop in towards the site. But again, just too many numbers across the board when you've got Lightning Fast dead with no smokes available as well. It makes it very difficult. And now a fresh new round where SK
What a nice shot by Rossi. Oh, mid crunch करने की try, but deny कर दिया भाई उसको.
He immediately gets his head ripped off, and I think they're going to be moving very, very quickly here. SK Rossi onto the line gets 2. He's got his 2. As Lightning Fast and Russ, they're going to be moving on in as well. It's all on the Zavi. He was our hero. He was our number 1 hero, and he certainly can be again. Lightning Fast TP's in. It's in the market. He's going to be able to pick up all his veggies, get a coffee with it as well, but he'll need to make sure he takes the frag too. Zavi knows exactly where this man is clearing, veering, but instead he's going to close the gate and try and close out this clutch.
He had no idea until the paranoia came on through from Lightning Fast. So you could see how hesitant he was to start to get in towards the site.
Just needs to buy time now, Komodo.
They both are full HP.
Panic
He
into the
smokes
mind
one
of
angle.
Lightning Fast. This
Oh, वो दूसरा angle hold करके रखा.
8 attackers sided rounds from NAOS. Zavi, you were talking about him being absent in the previous map of Lotus Komodo, and I would absolutely agree that absence makes the heart break under Komodo. But he will be denied. Lightning Fast secures the Zowie clutch. And NAOS, they will not find 8. Instead, Velocity will pick up 5.
Good round.
Game still on.
अलग एंगल देख रहा था Lightning Fast.
But he somehow clutched it, bro. 3 versus 1 that they had up their sleeve, right? You got
by crazy pick by Rossi first wala.
I thought he recognized where Zavi was.
But ये वाला connect हो रहा था ना भाई.
The Rolling Thunder, right? I thought he was going to rip it over towards main, but he thought better off it. Just here in the replay, you see it.
That's
There was
an
an opportunity for Zavi to potentially get that 3 versus 1 or 1 versus 3 rather in that moment in time, but unfortunately not. 11 HP. Lightning Fast gets it done. 7-5 at the half. This one is close. We're going to get the third map.
Feel the velocity,
You'll
baby.
have to stay around to the next half to see.
Clean. Yeah, if NAOS win this, I go heat up food. If Velocity win, obviously, then we're fine. I was gonna, I was gonna wait, but it's the difference between 7 PM dinner and 8 PM dinner. I think I can wait, to be honest. But then, eating late.
Like the stream, gang. रॉसी अपने पोटेंशियल पर आ गया तो इनको फटके भाई. तो पहले मैप वही तो हुआ. वो ऑप क्या कनेक्ट कर रहा था भाई.
I'm dreading it as well. 3 days before I fly out. My God.
हाँ?
Yeah.
कास्टर को पता नहीं उसका माइक चालू है.
Quit. Yeah. Just gotta hold on until then. Just gotta hold on till then.
लर्ज भाई. बाबू कुछ नसीब कुछ बोल रहा नहीं है. वो नसीब कुछ बोल रहा नहीं है.
Back in action immediately. Velocity, a great recovery there in the finale. Lightning fast with the clutch, meaning that NAOS will not get the lead that they were hoping for here in an 8-4.
Last map same score tha, but opposite tha.
Tight indeed. Are we going to get a 2-0 from Velocity trailing at the moment?
We just need this pistol to make it equal.
Into the third. It's a bit of silence in the skulking up towards
We're choosing the right side.
Bias utility. It does lurk and lie, so do you want to disrespect it and go together or bait it out?
Slow down, really. Now as that will go through, it looks like we do still see Velocity trying to find this. They're going to creep on in towards position now. Up close and personal. I think they're going to allow this spike plan. Full comfort here.
Nice, Rossi.
A little bit of damage on towards Nakia. Can get healed up by Xavi. Of course, now you got the awareness that the flank is
उसने smoke देखो ना क्या डाला.
trademark.
उसको
This is
लगा वो
going to be a
उधर रहेगा.
scrappy battle in this 5 versus 5.
W trip भाई.
Really burnt out all the time, haven't they?
5 people
Now
on
wrapping
site.
back in.
Fielding लगाइए यहाँ पे ना उसकी. Sage is doing the classic wall
Getting out of
to
long.
boost himself up.
Straight through main. Now Rossi looking to be the first one to take point here, but now they are respecting it. They are really taking their time, wanting to dot their eyes.
Nice,
dot their
Rossi!
T's. Rossi finds the TikTok wall from Xavi. Great opening pick here, and now they have
Nice,
to really
nice!
pick up the pace now. And I don't think there's going to be any safe
Flowers!
passage in towards this side here. Velocity, beautiful stuff. Another pistol,
तुमको
another
6-7?
round, and another chance
बोल दे?
towards...
समझा तुमको 6-7?
अभी हुआ 6-7.
This is 5 pistol.
Abhi
in the
हुआ ना
post plant,
6-7.
right? When you got the utility still a little bit there for the side
क्या
of
तुमको
now.
समझा 6-7?
बस यही है 6-7.
हाँ यही है 6-7. अरे मैं तुमको बताऊँ उसका लोर बताऊँ
हाँ.
पूरा लोर
Definitely looking
तो
to
ना
tie this one up and
एक
start
गाना
their
है
affair.
जिसमें ऐसा 6-7 बोलता है तो वो बास्केटबॉल एडिट्स में यूज होता है वो गाना.
अच्छा.
ठीक है.
Before
एक
waking
player है
up,
जो
so the fact
6'2"
that
है.
they're already here is good.
हाँ.
He moves like he's 6'7".
Certainly good.
क्या?
तो एक प्लेयर है जो
Slow
6'2" है.
approach.
हाँ.
Velocity not looking to
He moves
overstay
like
their
he's
welcome here.
6'7".
अच्छा.
It wasn't exactly a
तो वो
stack,
बच्चे
but
लोग
they did
उसको एक
have a
रेफरेंस
bit of
के ऐसे
control.
उस पे यूज करने
You
लग
can see
गए.
making the
ऐसा.
call now,
Understand
trying to
आपसे
get
आपकी
rotation
height
into
क्या है?
Nakia.
वो लोग बोलते हैं
They've
6'7".
invested nothing into this round.
ऐसा.
ऐसा
Nah, the full
कोई
eco.
टाइम क्या हुआ है
See
या
if you can
फिर
get a cheeky
कितना ये
thrifty.
आया तुमको तो
'cause we've
6'7" ऐसे करते हैं.
seen
वो
one of
ऐसा एक
those
brain rot
before.
reference है.
क्या
That
2
comes
रुपए की
definitely
चीज
the
है
time
वो
to
स्पैम कर रहे तुम
just
लोग चैट में.
Equalize and focus for the bonus. Don't drop much
ये
here.
अमेरिकन version है.
Spotted out good to see. It was a
ऐसी
good
है
blind as
साक्षी
well.
यार.
But it's not going to net any reward here right now.
Yes, अगर मैं accurate
Velocity,
नहीं तो ऐसा ही
make
कुछ
sure
है.
they do
6-7.
their due diligence. The site will be secured.
6-7.
This will
4-1
be a
क्या
very, very
है?
quick retake attempt for NAOS, I'm sure. Not really a hell of a lot to work with us.
4-1 भी अलग चीज है. भाई मेरे को लगता है मैं बुड्ढा हूँ बनता है.
Seen some good use of it with that double on the defense side.
ना my chat is horrific. 4-1 आपकी हाइट है. चेयर फेंक के मारूंगा अगरे.
Just frozen in motion right now. A little bit of a stalemate. Nobody wanting to make the first move. And I mean, look, Velocity are going to be careful. They don't want to lose too many, especially none of this extra weaponry like the...
क्लच भाई अंकल बोल रहे यार. क्लच भाई अंकल बोल रहे जल्दी बताओ.
हाँ
अंकल बोल रहे 4-1 मतलब क्या बताओ जल्दी.
बोल रहे हैं.
Three
मुझे
weapons
अंकल
away,
बोल
the
रहे
bonus
यार.
just does not look good at all.
क्या पता भाई.
Yeah, I mean,
तुमको भी नहीं
sun
पता ना
comes
4-1.
in, I'm expecting that was probably
ठीक है.
just the right click to come
ठीक
on
है.
out from Xavi
ठीक है.
the first
पता नहीं
time,
भाई,
but
ऐसे
yeah,
हजार
I mean, the
चीज़
fact
है.
that there's extra damage delivered there makes
इतना
it
ध्यान
less
मत दो हर्ष
sweet
भाई.
coming in towards this bonus round for
उसको
Velocity,
पता हो
but
या
it
ना
still
पता होने
looks
से कोई validation नहीं
plausible.
मिलती है किसी को.
Yeah, Russ, you could
मुझे
tell he
तो 10
wasn't
पता है
super
भाई.
happy with that one when all the guys went in and got hungry, but
10 पता है मुझे.
look, you got to
तुमको
give it
पता है?
to Velocity are on a bit of a tear
पता है.
right now as they
आपको
do
एक
get
10
this last
होते हैं.
couple of rounds back in tow, and now they're going to be clearing
चैट
out
को
the
नहीं
ship.
पता होगा ना 10. मुझे पता है. Alright chat, this is a very important round.
Really put emphasis on this B site
Let's
at
lock
the
in.
moment. Feeling like it's a bit weaker from NAOS. PDC, when the util's gone, struggling to get acquainted with the headshots.
Full buy round on NAOS.
All the way in now.
VLT is in.
Nakia
Oh, yo, 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 yo,
hold
yo.
on towards the line, but
PTC
the
मार
reload
दिया
ball
Damara
is
को.
going to be heading his
In a
way.
spam?
PTC drops
No.
Damara
Oh.
in the process.
Oh.
Straight from the market, lightning fast, bold and brazen, but beautiful.
3-4.
Does get traded out by Zan, however. And now Nakia's going to have to fall back. Cancels the owl drone early. They still do need to try and clear on here. Russ instead is just going to use the flashpoint to get his way through across to the site, but it's not going to be happening at all. Instead, it's now
bonus
a hell of a lot of kills. 3 alive,
bonus,
8
bonus.
rounds, and a bonus denied. And I think, Komodo, they had to invest a little bit more than they wanted.
Oh, potentially so. I mean, I'm talking about PDC not able to collect some headshots in it, and he just gets a bit of a spray through the smoke, so he'll take that where he can. A good anti-bonus to come through from now. Some good coordination before the plant can really even go down. So they're recognizing sometimes what they need to do ahead of the curve instead of waiting for these post scenarios where we're seeing some strength from Velocity in that regard. Now it's looking like a lot of the stalling utility. It's just gonna be Damara getting a little bit too big for his boots.
The battle sage is a beautiful, beautiful thing, Komodo. I miss it. I live for it.
क्या हो रहा है मैच में?
And already finding that opening with Zan in tow. They're just going to reposition
इतना forward मिल गया इनको mid.
Velocity pull the plug immediately. However, look at all
they
this
have
control.
such a good
PTC
control,
watching from
bro.
the
अभी
bottom
अपना
of the
ego आ
stairs.
जाएगा ये
Inside
round आ रहे तो.
tiles is going to be Moja. Not
Nice
having
stuff.
the best
This game
game
is
so
tough.
far, but this could be potentially his time to sort of turn it around. Russ not going to be ready at all. Denied completely. PTC gets 2 for his troubles. Lightning fast, able to respond, but Moja's power positioning, he could probably just turn any time he wants here as well to try and find that additional member. He's cautious, obviously through B, but is going to get the information on the Lightning fast.
अरे डमरू बावा, अरे जरा धीरे खेलने बोलो उसको यार.
You kind of also don't want to reveal that this lurk would have been able to get into the B side as SK Rossi in my mind, but he's still
Check out this hoodie out, boys. Pin message में link है तुम्हारे भाई का खुद का merch. Alt F4 orange. Check out. Fatput.
You do want a bit of a hero moment coming into the next round when you are going to have an
डमरू भाई को
eco.
थोड़ा ढीला खेलना चाहिए.
Clean one from NAOS yet again across the board.
क्या खेलना चाहिए?
This is 2 like full 40-second saves that we've seen in this series.
True.
It happens.
And both sides of the side of Velocity and, you know, so far.
क्या?
5-2 पता होना चाहिए तुमको.
5-6 पता है.
Definitely don't think this map or series is over.
No, not at all. Love the fact that the orb is just going to be collected at the end there from Moja as well, getting a little bit closer to the drift because we are starting to situate ourselves into some strong ults coming online. SK Rossi. Oh, and he does die in the last moment. That is
Horse
rough.
standing on the beach. Man.
Mela Rossi.
Ooh, that hurts.
Very apt.
Hello, GG.
Some cheeky spots in this round though from now.
5-6 with heals.
Say his name and he just starts to come alive in the server. NAOS do not want to go quietly on the map pick of their own. They want to send us into this third. They're making a couple of good decisions.
Timeout!
And Velocity, yeah, they are feeling a bit uncomfortable. I was expecting that the timeout was going to start to come through in towards this one. Because they are going to go into that eco, right? Unless they want to...
अरे डमरू!
A little bit of a half buy or so.
अरे क्या कर रहा है?
Down in the dumps, just the lost bonus that comes
अरे पैसिफिक जाना है कि नहीं भाई?
the time
नाचना है क्या सिर्फ इधर?
look to close
टीम के साथ खेलने जा रहा आराम से. ठीक है. नहीं ठीक है ठीक है. ठीक है ठीक.
Have this one shift. You know, NAOS have been running such a solid competition.
Shit. कॉल लगा नहीं था क्या चैट? Oh shit. कॉल लगा नहीं था. रुको बाद में वापस.
Still in playoffs, and they're still towards the top of the group right now.
अभी लगेगा.
There is a little light investment to come through from Velocity here.
टेस्ट करने दे रुको.
See if we can get another Thrifty coming on their way.
तुम्हारा और रॉसी दोनों नहीं चल
Okay,
रहे यार
Rossi
ये
just
मैप
gonna
में.
favor the Headhunter, which is fine.
भाई टाइम आउट लिए लेकिन कॉल करने नहीं. Freaking hell, bro.
Not really having too much of the crash shots coming on through. Gonna be a faster paced one into the B site yet again, sending in the TP to the back. Sticking it as well.
Lightning fast tipping backside.
Damn,
and that tackle
that's
so wide.
Immediately drop down. Madeline will find PTC.
Spike is
at
on
least
site.
It is some safe passage in towards the site. Moja,
Bro,
Zabi
eco round में हम
finding
लोग
members
इतना सब
on the
करेगा.
cross, as I said, Komodo,
दो
they
ultimates
invested so
invest
much,
कर दिए.
but Damara, my friend, I'll give you a chance. This is a possibility right now here for you, but
nice.
they do line up to perfection. A
भाई
warning
लोग वो
shot
लोग
could have
बहुत बज रहे
potentially gone
यार
to the right way. There was some damage dealt onto Zan, but
वो लोग बहुत बज
fantastically
रहे
done from
यार
NAOS to go in as a unit, clear as a team, and 10 rounds are on the board. This one is going the distance.
Yeah, I know that's a little lighter buy to come in towards the round for Velocity, but I feel like there's a little bit of a missing element over towards that market door, right? You're getting a quick TP to the back of sight to try and establish a potential crunch in towards it, but you're leaving a very, very common choke point to this B site open, and it's just not even looked at from the players on Velocity. That does need to be fixed up a little bit when you just have no early smokes and you favor the TP.
भाई 4 अर्ल से उनके पास यार
that screen that comes through from Damara, why am I forgetting the name? The fast lane doesn't last as long.
Komodo, look at you forgetting ability names.
भाई ये राउंड तो अभी 4 अर्ल से
Yeah, I know, it's been
ये राउंड 100% नाउस जीत जाएगी
Certainly been a
ये शॉट पुश कर दिए फ्लैश के साथ look at this wall what is that wall lightning fast gets 3
okay, lightning fast here he is able to find 3 very, very quickly. Damara will drop Nakia and PTC.
2v1. PTC मारता है.
He's found so much
PTC बहुत मारता है. उसके पास ult भी है.
How long will it be before he cuts the sound?
Oh, what a nice pussy.
They've heard him. They've got the distance. They've got the timing. But now it gets a little bit awkward, right? Because they've broken the wall.
No. ये दोनों मार देगा.
He might be able to get top mid. He might be able to get top mid, Komodo. Oh, if he walks, there's no way. He gets both of this. Oh, he's gone the wrong way. He doesn't know the wall's up.
Mitch, the only way that they're into the A site is if Lightning Fast got over the wall, but there's no confirmation that PTC knows that they broke it. So he's playing on the thought process that they did break the wall to get through towards A.
अरे ठीक है आ गए ये लोग B पे बस कर दे.
Not pop, not activated. He would have known if they went there. So unfortunately for him, he's thinking they got into A by breaking that wall. Lo and behold, they didn't. They've waited. They've now planted on the other side of the map, and it's going to be another scenario like we saw for him on Lotus, where he's going to get there, see no one, and probably have to save.
He's going to have to turn on Strava for this run all the way from A main. And now with the utility ready to rock and roll. I mean, he's got the Steel Garden if he wants to use it. He's got some information now on towards Lightning Fast. Does not quite slip the net. He's going to be near-sighted at the very least. Now he moves in towards this dark cover. His prey is Lightning Fast this time. But Lightning Fast will deny. Very nicely done from the Omen of Velocity. A 4K in tow. A big brawl inside mid. Great timing. Using the From the Shadows to reach towards mid-top. And he closes out the round with Gus.
पेपर एक्स अगर ये देख रही रहेगी अब भी नोट डाउन कर ली रहेगी.
Yeah, definitely, as I said, understand the predicament that PD.
He needs to turn on Strava for this run.
Strava. हाँ.
Strava पता है तुमको?
हाँ.
And with what NAOS have up their sleeves, look at the ultimates that they have available coming into
भाई वॉल देखो ना क्लोज में क्या डेंजर है.
And the off wall from Savvy.
Nice trade.
Finds the opening. And now he's going to be stunned up immediately by the fault line, by the relay bolt. And now he's just going to have to try and hope that a little bit more will go his way. They know exactly where he is, but he's narrowly misses the second. Russ going to shoulder him out quickly. It's still a 4 versus 4, but look at the amount of chaos that is ensued inside mid. Trying to walk his way in. Surely not going to be ready for it, but he is. Oh, denial of service attack right now. Naki gets the information on towards the Aldrome. Will look to drop SK Rossi, but he slips the net.
Lightning Fast is still on
his way through the garden. It's not blooming for Nakia right now.
Gotta be careful with those Vandal sprays as well, Nakia.
Lightning Fast का luck is crazy, लेकिन वाइस वॉल है उधर पे वही शॉट है बड़ा. ये क्या कर रहा है इधर? Oh, he's waiting for the.
So aware that they want to grab this in this situation.
Oh, they're going to go for it. It's going to be completely baited out. Oh, no.
Good flash. They
use that for Zavvi to get the information, but now Lightning Fast can pop the Shroud and step through, swap over to the other side. Madeline finds Nakia, and this has just been an absolutely prime and perfect round so far. Zavvi does drop Lightning Fast.
Wow.
But how do they even get back into this? I don't even think they choose to play. They just have to go next, basically.
2 round back to back. Lightning Fast gameplay.
Right, the experience of a couple of these Velocity members being in Tier 1 for a time has really just leveled them up, right? They've evolved time and time again with that experience, with coming back into the South Asia region and coming together with this Velocity squad, really having a drive to improve, to find their own identity. It is smart decision making that we are seeing from them in this tournament, and it's another scenario of just recognizing what's available in the moments from your opponents, what they need to be doing to try and get back into a round from some potential deficit. Really well done from Lightning Fast in that moment to just disconnect himself from the team and look at the bigger picture.
This was big as well. Golu Gaming.
About it, absolutely perfect, wasn't he? Saying about the macro, Gaming. You know, these little tiny things that you pick up in Tier 1 that can really elevate your level of gameplay. Now as they peek in towards main, already trying to take that additional control. Moja, who again has had a relatively quiet game. Damara straight into mid. This time the Shear's not going to be there either, Komodo. Instead, it's just a couple of warning shots out from B, but they take mid control.
Okay, they are halted here. Raska, ek aur bor Raska ult aa jayega, chat.
That's what he's requesting, but the space that Velocity have gives them options. Gonna see that nothing's happening over in B main from Moja again.
By the way, आज Pau Esports का मैच होने वाला था, लेकिन वो postpone कर दिया, तो Pau Esports Grand Finals will happen next Sunday.
Already gone down for Nakia. Back to low HP.
Great tag through the wall, hey? Just that little bit of preemptive information. They're gonna hold short. They are gonna break through when this barrier wall falls down, and there it goes. So that's going to be some information. Xavi has to go huge with this operator on towards the line. The paranoia goes through, and so does the overdrive. Going to look to get what they can. Zan unfortunately can't in a hard place here. And Damara straight into heaven. Makes it all work. And it's going to be hell, unfortunately, for NAOS. Moja, PTC creeping their way in slowly. Arcro, Steel Garden, all there. The dimensional drift, but how far do you want to go?
Yeah.
The wall is down. माँ कसम PT उषा gameplay.
For Russ there, picks up the Rolling Thunder if you need.
It's just such an awkward position. I suppose you get one kill and maybe there's an opportunity, but as you mentioned,
nice.
Damara with that op, he's going to be straight on towards the line. And sure, PTC's able to shoulder it out, but unfortunately, it's a bitter pill to swallow, isn't it? PTC having to save again.
I mean, it's another moment in time for Velocity where they make a really smart decision to wait for that barrier wall to drop. Meanwhile, this hunt is on, so I'll put a park in it for the moment. Doesn't even get one. Unfortunate for PTC. Commanding round from Velocity to tie it up. But as I was saying, opting to wait for that wall to fall, going for the mid split. And as soon as you see that operator echo out from Xavi and the paranoia that lands onto Damara, it's the split-second decision-making to stun the main choke, to wrap through grass, up the glass, around the rafters, picking up two, nearly the third that your team gets, and setting up for a strong post plan. Very quick reactions and decisions.
True. भाई वो वाले round में भी 3 जो kills निकाले ना उसने, they were actually ridiculous.
A little more humble in this map, right? Hasn't been as up and about as NAOS have been.
Real.
They seem to be much more focused here, Velocity, because it's getting real, it's getting serious. They are tied up 10-10 on the scoreline.
I mean, it's 4 in a row, Mitch. It is 4 rounds in a row now.
Enough to make Amix sweat.
Rossi bhai ko do na call. Hello.
Irrespective.
Rossi bhai. अच्छे दिख रहे हो आज.
Absolutely it is, but
all the best.
It's been such a good run here of consistent gun rounds, and I'm just worried about the economy of NAOS right now.
Well, the timeout has been to play for them to have a discussion, isn't it? There you go. 3 to answer 3.
अबे उनका timeout था ना तो.
Got it wrong, but they're looking for the 4th. The economy tips in their favor, but I'm wondering about these ults, right? The Dimensional Drift, the Steel Garden that you're still holding. You've been holding them for quite a little bit now over on NAOS' side. If you're down to an eco scenario, this is kind of the time that you might need to cut a couple of corners and go for it. There's an adjustment of this Vice utility still towards mid. Still putting a bit of a focus. See what you can potentially find there from Moja getting on that mid line, but it's just absence from Velocity over there this time. Full focus to this A site.
A slow waltz. This
4
should
man
very well be around
on
for
A.
Velocity, but
now उसका ये low by है. Vice का ult.
It's enough,
He'll be a
right?
big utility.
Gathered by Moja now.
Does that make you think better of it as Velocity with what you've seen at this site, though? Because look where Moja is, Mitch. He's already in towards tiles. He's got the biggest read imaginable on how this round is playing out to just communicate to the team to stay at A, essentially.
Dimensional Drift from the shadows available. Steel Garden 2. PTC hasn't had a chance to pop that. What are they going to do here? You can tell they're itching to try to go for it. And it's just bait. They're not doing anything just yet, but Komodo, they're running out of time.
भाई 35
Zan
seconds
does
है.
get spotted.
This might actually have to switch into a rolling thunder angle, and it
अभी
is.
वाइस का अल्ट आएगा. Time is already low.
We do get one
This is
stun.
bad. This is bad. This is
Savvy's gonna
bad,
be
bro. They are
able
getting
to
the
get
11th
through at the
round.
most opportune
No,
time.
this TP is
Weaponry
big.
picked up now, starting to get challenging. It's a second for Zavvi. Oh boy, 20 seconds to go here, Komodo. And I mean, I think they're actually going to have to go for that teleport. Absolutely. Over
Medlin
towards the
has
other
to win
side
this
of the
fight.
site. They
No!
will rotate their way around, but Moja's got to drop Madeline. SK Rossi gets one. But now he has to try and find more completely solo. They can just rotate away. SK Rossi has to get his runners on right now. Has to get moving. Zan could completely deny, and he will. It's all going to be on to Lightning Fast to see what he can do here in the gate crash. It's not going to be there. The blind side gets him going. And now Lightning Fast trying to do it all. Trying to do it solo here. It would be such a heroic round. A 1 versus 4 angle coming through now. Does not have the paranoia. A single dark cover. Nakia walks into the line.
Oh my
It
god.
almost
Oh
happens.
my god, bro.
But Zavvi will be the hero.
Oh, bro. No.
Oh, that gets so close at the end there. They line up, but just the bullet can't sink into the face.
Bro.
And it's a bit of a saving grace in the round. The thrifty to come through from NAOS. They bought so much time.
भाई ये स्मोक में नहीं मरना चाहिए था मालूम जावी से.
Timing that comes out with the dark covers as well really made you uncomfortable for Velocity. As I said as well, right? With the timing getting low, you have to switch into the rolling thunder, but you're just not getting into the site at all. Moja's positioning giving absolutely all the information that NAOS needed in the round, and they even hold
But this
on
looks
for
like a GG.
ultimate Smitch. They have the available to try and close this map.
Lightning Fast is the Undertaker at this point in time, right? Top of the server, playing some incredible Valorant. Obviously, all that experience from Global inside Tier 1 now. But we're back to winning ways for NAOS. They break the streak, and now they get moving very, very quickly. Moja has to get out of dodge
They're gonna flood in.
Still, again, you know, we talk about this Steel Garden from PTC that could be the linchpin. Zavvi does have
That's
the
a good
resurrection.
attacking
Here
guy.
we go. There it is. Finally,
Medlin
pop,
gets
but Madeline
one.
finds
No.
Moja. Sadly resurrectable, but he's taken down.
Oh,
no!
classic
Come
kill.
on. All up in his face.
Oh my
Madeline
god.
finds two. And now Russ can look to find that plan here. Hunter's Fury still available for Nakia, but they've run out of time.
Oh, they have to save this thing. Bro,
It's
you're
sucks
going
for
to
NAOS.
Look at the money again.
They've got no money, as you mentioned, Komodo. They've got no hope, no dreams.
But they have no money
Only
now.
PTC to try and take
One
this weapon
time
into the
kya
next round.
round
Nakia's got a little bit of money, but they
Madeline
certainly
kya
could have
ult
dealt
chalata hai
with
yaar.
that.
For real,
additional
bhai, for
vandal.
real.
And Lightning Fast. Oh, he's on the
this
hunt.
guy,
He's
bro.
ready
This
to
guy is
deny.
crazy.
Blood spilling in the water for Velocity, and they want to sit at the top of Group Omega and be the alpha in this
ये
series.
टीम अलग है भाई.
I gotta
ये टीम अलग है.
say, really nice timing on the Hunter's Fury as well. When you have that Steel Garden come through, you kind of know the relative positions that retake is
भाई
going to
मजाक
come
से
out
ये
from, right?
अपनी टीम को ऐसा खेलते देख अलग ही फील होता है. इतना बार देख देख के टीम को सपोर्ट कर करके ना एक होप रहती थी हमेशा. वो होप है ना पूरी खत्म हो गई थी कि टीम मैच देखते टाइम एक्साइटमेंट नहीं रहती थी. ये टीम ने वो एक्साइटमेंट लाया भाई.
Yes, at least for NAOS, you didn't put every ultimate into the mix. You did put a big one that gets shut down. You'll take the trade into the fact that the Hunter's Fury was there for Madeline, but mate, you're tied up. You're on an eco
they're
again,
trying to
and
do
now
the
you're
same.
using your own Hunter's Fury with no info, with no
Woman flash is used.
on anything behind
मेजर के पास यहाँ पे
a
बकी
lobby.
है.
Hang on, pause
He
right
missed,
now.
he missed.
Moja
Nice.
ready to go for it, but Damara and SK Rossi are going to deny. I was going to say this is a round where we've actually seen NAOS win these, but unfortunately for Nakia, he's going to be getting caught off guard. Zavvi does have the res, does have the Guardian now, but I don't think this is a round you want to be going for at all. But at the same time, you kind of have to make a play here.
वो दोनों big ults वाले round अपन ने
the
निकाले.
resurrection if they wish.
Well, you need a head off it up first, I feel like, because look where the bodies are, Mitch. They're in main. There's one backside, there's one CT. They're very difficult res spots.
I mean, they could go for the one potentially inside main, but with that dark cover down, it's certainly going to cause a little bit of disarray. They get the information. It's a wall bang from Russ. Beautiful recon bolt. And Zavvy's not going to be even able to find one on the exit. Velocity, that is going to be map and series. And potentially top of group's point here, Komodo. Nobody would have been thinking about this.
Oh, it's just another close one when it comes to Ascent, right? The 13-11 victory they got against Full Sense, who had the chance to try and close the map. There was 3 of them for Velocity, if memory serves right. They get it done at the end. Now they've got this one chance before it goes into overtime. There was an opportunity in the moment for Nakia too at the spawn side of things. Dark cover comes
heavy, eh?
Finds the first kill.
No, that's just a fake. Just a fake.
Again for the beginning stages at least.
Oh, my TP is B backside. Oh, that's big. That's big. That's smart.
To this A site, they have sold the fake, but eventually the spike will make its way.
Hold up. PTC को मारना है बस. PTC को मारना है बस. PTC is inside.
All I can say is lightning fast.
He's not blind.
A gold statue.
He's done now.
This site. Shrouded step to dodge.
Rossi gets one.
SK Rossi to open up
PTC
the bank
alone on side. Gets down.
Rising.
Gets
Invest
down.
in Velocity. Buy up now, ladies and gentlemen. It's looking good for them. Xavi has to get out. There is still a chance. There is still a world when NAOS recover here. Komodo, we're going to let this one sink in right now as the res is available. Moja ready to rock and roll. He's got a break at the most opportune time. Rossi can look to resurrect his way out, but Russ will be able to find the additional. Now it's all on Azan. No resurrection available for them. And Velocity, they have done it. Damara, he will let him know. And from a place from South Asia, where many people would have put them in this competition as one of the lower seeds, a beautiful result to come through from Velocity, but job not done. NAOS not going to be too phased here, right?
Yeah.
They know they've made playoffs. They know they've done good work.
NAOS ने Nongshim को 2-0 हराया है. जो अभी पैसिफिक खेल के आई है. एंड VLT ने उनको 2-0 जीता, उनके अगेंस्ट 2-0 जीती है.
The way they're positioning around the map, the way that they're getting dirty in these
This is big!
And the way that they're sort of EMEA
This is big!
in the middle of these rounds as well, letting things simmer.
We might actually make it!
That is coming in from Russ. I mean, we're looking like NAOS is going to potentially
3-0 baby.
Map, right?
3-0 baby.
A
Nah.
different little style of play that gets thrown in for the remaining 4 rounds of that map that I'm getting a lot of good confidence. Yeah, there was that one deep UZ round that does come through, but the sort of tail end pivot from Velocity
NAOS वालों को कॉल लगाना है, रुको.
extremely strong at the end of that. 2-0. They end this one.
भाई निकलो पांचों में खड़े रह के निकलो.
Does not matter. Now the series is done. And I also say, Mitch, I said that Xavi was missing in the first map, right? It was a little bit, even though, you know, NAOS do lose that one. He did wake up on this map. He ends top of the NAOS team, but just not enough.
Bro, insane. भाई गोलू क्या खेला है भाई.
मैप डिफ भी है हर्ष भाई. 100% टॉप 2 है वेलोसिटी.
Bro, 26-14 by lightning fast.
भाई he's a freaking gem bro. ब्रो हर्ष भाई चाइना में 2-0 चल रही है DRG और थर्ड मैप 1-6 चल रहा है. खत्म है रेयर आइटम्स के लिए.
कितना फाइनल हार रहे वो लोग?
थर्ड असेंशन क्वालिफायर्स बैक टू बैक हार रहे हैं वो लोग. थर्ड
इनको देखो. Oh my god, भाई they making the country proud 100% भाई. Shit यार क्लच भाई, ये क्या है भाई? क्या देख रहे भाई?
भाई क्या मचा रहा है ना पेपर लाइटनिंग फास्ट.
भाई हिस्ट्री देख रहे अपन भाई. 3-0 चल रही है VLT.
हो गया
This is
भाई
insane.
हर्ष भाई अब बस 2 मैच की बारी है. नेक्स्ट मैच तो काउंट भी नहीं करते, फर्क नहीं पड़ता क्योंकि NS का बहुत ज्यादा ये है मैप डिफ. तो VLT एनी विच वेज क्या बोलते हैं टॉप 2 रहेगी. भाई बस 2 मैच चाहिए उसके बाद बे.
और वो मोस्ट प्रोबेबली मेरे को लगता है नोंगशिम रहेगी.
नहीं पहला बूम के अगेंस्ट हो सकता है मेरे को तो लगता है.
ऐसा?
हाँ बूम या फिर नोंगशिम कैसे रहेगी?
तो नोंगशिम बाहर तो नहीं ना जाएगी. अरे हाँ मोटिव भी है ना.
मोटिव.
हाँ भाई मोटिव एक क्रेजी टीम है भाई. तो पता नहीं बूम डेंजर टीम है क्या बूम?
हाँ तो क्या. अरे बट वो SLT अचानक से पॉप ऑफ कर दी ना. 3-0 चल रही है वो भी. उसका गेम देख के ऐसा लगा नहीं. पर हाँ हर्ष भाई जो लेवल का गेम VLT खेल रही है ना, सिर्फ रॉसी आज पॉप ऑफ नहीं किया, नहीं तो बाकी चारों चल रहे थे.
रॉसी भाई फर्स्ट मैप रॉसी के ऑप की वजह से निकला है भाई.
हाँ फर्स्ट मैप निकला, वही तो बोल रहा हूँ. अगर दूसरा मैप भी इतना क्लोज गया क्योंकि रॉसी नहीं चल रहा था. ये तो वीएलटी बहुत अच्छी दिख रही है, ये बोल रहा हूँ मैं। हाँ, ये तो वो एसएलटी के साथ हो सकता है उन लोग का मैच।
हाँ हे मतलब अभी भी टफ है
SLT
बंटा, अभी भी टफ है।
हाँ बट स्टिल भाई, अरे भाई बात ये है ना हर्ष भाई, वो एसएलटी ना वो ई किंग्स और एनकेटी ये सब टीम के अगेंस्ट खेली है, समझ रहे हो? वो बूम को हराई 2-0 बराबर, पर
हाँ
उस दिन मैं नहीं काउंट करूंगा क्योंकि पहला 13-11 गया और दूसरे वाले में बूम का प्लेयर शीरो जो है 5 किल पे था भाई वो, तो इसीलिए वीएलटी का चांसेस होगा वो दिन,
हाय
मतलब
ब्रो,
एकदम एकदम चांसेस है वीएलटी के पास भाई, पहली बार।
लेट्स होप फॉर द बेस्ट ब्रो, लेट्स होप फॉर द बेस्ट।
चलो सी या ब्रदर,
कूल ब्रो, कूल,
बाय।
बाय। चैट दिस इज इनसेन, दिस इज पीक वैलोरेंट जो हम लोग देख रहे हैं भाई, दिस इज पीक वैलोरेंट जो हम लोग देख रहे हैं। आई एम सुपर पंप्ड भाई टू सी क्या होने वाला है। ओ माय गॉड, हाइड्रा भाई की स्टोरी देखो दोस्तों। आज हम लोग गोस्ट ऑफ यूटेई खत्म करने वाले हैं, ठीक है? आज हम लोग गोस्ट ऑफ यूटेई खत्म करने वाले हैं, सो बी रेडी। अय्या हाइड्रा भाई कितने प्यारे हैं भाई, ये देखो, वाओ, लव यू हाइड्रा भाई, इफ यू आर वाचिंग स्टिल, पप्पी इनटू योर चुम्मी इनटू योर गुम्मी। वंशज भाई ने भी स्टोरी डाली थी, देखे थे तुम लोग ने? उसमें भी भाई अपने ही वॉच पार्टी देख रहे थे। चुम्मी टू ऑल माई जीज ब्रो फॉर रूटिंग फॉर मी एंड वॉचिंग मी एंड टू यू गाइस, लव यू ऑल। मेरे को है ना एक फ़ोन लगाने दो चैट, तो मुझे समझेगा कि मुझे अपनी गोस्ट ऑफ यूटेई वाली स्ट्रीम कभी करने की है, क्योंकि वो इंटीरियर वाले भाई आने वाले ये इसका कोटेशन देने के लिए। WW कैं मिनाटी, तेरे को लिंक आ जाएगा ट्रैकिंग का भाई। हेलो ऑलराइट चैट, तो 6 बजे को हम लोग गोस्ट ऑफ यूटेई कंटिन्यू करते हैं, क्योंकि वो अभी आधे घंटे में भाई आ रहे हैं अपना इंटीरियर का काम करने के लिए, या उनको बोलूँ कल आने और अभी गोस्ट ऑफ यूटेई चालू करें अपन कल। लेकिन कल से तो दिवाली शुरू हो रही है ना भाई, तो कल से उनको बुलाना सही नहीं है ना? उनको पूछूं क्या कल जमेगा क्या उनको, या अभी बुलाओ चैट? हाँ क्या बोलो जल्दी जल्दी बोलो, तुम लोग बताओ। कल तो दिवाली है ना, लेकिन आने दे, वैलो खेलो एक नहीं रे, गोस्ट ऑफ यूटेई खत्म करना है वे आज, आने दे आज कर ले, अभी करवा लो। नहीं रे 6 बजे कर ले स्ट्रीम, सब लोग बोल रहे भैया आज आने दे। आज ही तुम लोग आज क्यों बोल रहे हो आने उनको? आज ही क्यों बोल रहे हो? कल दिवाली है, आज आने दे, अच्छा इसलिए बोल रहे हो, ठीक है। तो आज ठीक है। कल संडे है, आज संडे है ना बेशरम। ठीक है चलो फिर, अभी क्या, ठीक है तो सुनो मेरी बात, मैं अभी शेड्यूल कर रहा हूं, वहां पे ओपी होनी चाहिए, ओपी घोस्ट ऑफ यूटेई फाइनल स्ट्रीम, ठीक है? और वहां पे सब आने चाहिए, 4-5 घंटे का गेम बचा है, खत्म करते हैं आज घोस्ट ऑफ यूटेई, ठीक है? जो नहीं आया वो स्ट्रीम पे, शिशी कपूर्स, I'ma tell you guys, 6 बजे मिलते हैं गोस्ट ऑफ यूटेई स्ट्रीम पे, लंबी स्ट्रीम करेंगे एंड चड्डी फाड़ देंगे, अंडर पैंट। मैं लिंक दे रहा हूँ, रुको। अबे शेड्यूल किया, लिंक क्यों नहीं मिल रही? ओए मैं तो शेड्यूल किया, हाँ ये लो ये लो. There you go. अबे Alt F4 का दे रहा हूँ लिंक. 6-7 6-7 guys. 6-7. Yeah. It's 6-7 guys. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in my next stream. 6-7 till then, mate. Peace out. Alright. Yeah. Bye. Bye.